Hello. Hello and welcome to Monster of the Week. I was going for, what is that? Is it Coast to Coast? No.
Coast to Coast AM with George, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was sort of going for.
Like
Joining
butter and toast from coast to coast.
Butter.
Or was it Night Watch with Todd Sheets?
That's what it was, Night Watch. That was the one.
Alright, going around the room, who the fuck are we?
I'll start with me because I'm DMing.
Start with you.
Hi, I am Megahan. I run Monster of the Week.
And Adam's phone, he's just waiting.
No, my phone is off. That's not me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
It's like,
trying to.
who in my studio has their phone on?
Trying to
me.
pass the buck to me. What
Usually
the
it's
fuck? Oh,
That's your new job description, Adam. You take all the blame.
I know. That's not new, by the way.
To be
So
fair.
I'm Megahan.
Willow, you're marked as present. Thank you always.
To be fair, it usually is me.
I run Monster of the Week. I also am a co-host on Otome O'Clock. But, today we are playing Monster of the Week. I think, this will be a fun one. So, who else is with me in the room today?
I guess I'll go next. I'm Ethan. I'm typically on Geeked Out with Ashley, playing games, having a good time. I'm just going to keep it short.
He's the mega stream guy.
Yes, I'm the mega stream guy.
I'm Ashley. I press A buttons. I kind of run the shit.
She runs all this crazy madness. She
Yep.
herds all the cats.
Yep. And then there's a robot on the other end of the room
Yes.
Robot.
with your school
Quantumly
photo
displaced.
background.
I'm quantumly displaced.
Okay.
Yeah, why do I still have that?
Because it's whimsical and I love it.
All right. That was from several games ago. It's not really appropriate to this game.
Maybe they'll be
But
later.
I am Adam in the back. I'm Ashley's toady, I guess. No,
Toady. Don't demean yourself.
I'm just playing around. Ashley's partner in crime. I do all the shit around here she doesn't do.
And get grievously injured
And
while
get
doing it.
grievously injured while doing it.
Okay, Ashley, I'm going to show you a picture, and this is if Adam was a DA character, Dragon Age character.
He's the guy that launches goats against the castle's battlements.
Nice. Yeah, I could see Adam doing that.
So, because I'm currently obsessed with Dragon Age: The Veilguard.
Put that in the Discord so I can show it on the screen.
Oh, yeah, I'll put that
What
in
about the
Discord.
French guys from Monty Python now? Launching goats.
Don't mind us. We're just going to take 5 years to do anything.
So that's everybody's introduction. So, Monster of the Week. It's a real simple game, and specifically, I've created this world in Monster of the Week because the game doesn't come with one. So humans got magic in like the summer of 1980, but there were like humanoid entities who could use magic. There's fairies, there's dragons, there's all sorts of stuff. There's vampires, there's werewolves.
There's stuff that comes out of the darkest recesses of Megan's imagination.
Yes. So specifically,
Werewolf lions. Jesus.
yes, werewolf lions.
You almost made me cry that episode.
I know, right?
Like, no, I don't want the monster to die in my arms. Fuck.
I do run Monster of the Week a little bit differently because like typically Monster of the Week it's like, okay, you find the monster, you kill the monster. I'm like, you don't always need to kill the monster, maybe you can talk it out.
How often have we actually tried to beat up the monster?
I think it's like a 50-50 split.
Yeah, because the
Actually,
last
not
one,
for you guys. You tried to talk down. Well,
we tried to talk down that yacht of monsters.
yeah.
I mean, that might change now that I'm here.
Oh no, I've had people who've played this game just murder hobo D&D style. Killed everyone, killed the victims, killed my NPCs, killed the monsters.
Blew up the planet. Everything's gone.
And I'm just like,
Well,
I mean, like,
problem
you guys wanna do
solved.
this?
You can't have any witnesses if you
my
don't leave any witnesses.
I tried to be fun and give them a flamethrower, and they
War crimes.
and they committed war crimes, you know. But
If
yeah,
you get
it's
the suggestions.
yeah. So all of the hunters present, who we will go over in a second, work for a place called the Devil's Respite, which is owned by a man named Randy Shaw. The Devil's Respite is built on the remains of a church that the pastor of, or the priest pastor dude, was a man named Enoch Shaw. He is the man who helped kill the Jersey Devil. Hence why it's called the Devil's Respite. Over the Devil's Respite bar is the Jersey Devil's skull with a bullet hole in it. And one of the light fixtures in the Devil's Respite is actually made out of its wings. The Devil's Respite is just this like sort of dive bar looking taverny place. You go in, there's booths seating everywhere, there's a pool table, there's a jukebox, there's a bar. But there's also a library full of stuff on monsters, and there's spell books. And you don't know what's cooking the food in the establishment, but you do see tentacles come out of like the kitchen window sometimes, just like dropping off a plate of food. It's like, and that's where you get all of your like, oh, there's a monster doing, or they think people have disappeared, or oh, this house might be haunted. You get all of that information from the Devil's Respite. Randy Shaw collects all of those, and they do a little like bingo night where everybody's name is picked out of a little bingo cage, so that everybody can really get a chance to work on all sorts of monster encounters. So we'll start with Ashley and Adam to introduce their characters. And then,
Should we do it in the order that we appear on the screen? Go Ashley, Ethan, and then me?
No, I want to do Ashley and you first, so Ethan
Well,
can
yeah,
kind of
Because Ethan's the new guy,
Yeah,
right?
Ethan's
Right.
the new guy.
I'll be last. I'm just going to take a couple seconds, have a bio break real quick, so that's perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
You and your bio breaks.
Sit on a. Think about it while you're on the shitter.
I mean, that's
Okay.
how that's how. Hey, that's how X-Files got written.
On the shitter?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
What, they have those cocaine shits, and he just had to sit
No,
there a while?
apparently there was an interview he did where he said, "Yeah, I came up with the idea for X-Files on the toilet."
That's amazing. Okay, so character.
Striga.
I'm gonna put up a picture of Striga. Whatever. Yeah, so Striga, she's like this punk rock monster hunter type, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but if Buffy was not a cheerleader, but she was more like your classic, like ridiculous red hair, horrible attitude, fuck the establishment, I don't trust you. Like, you're with the cops, automatically don't trust you. You know what? Why don't you go fuck yourself? How does that sound? And
Meanwhile,
she may or
she's
may
now
not have
working
fist
with
fought
the
a werewolf.
ultimate cop.
Yeah, and she's working with a super cop. Sure, really not sure how she feels about it.
Next.
Welcome back.
So, Adam, introduce your character.
My character is Agent David Mayer of the ONLA, and for you, the general public, that is the Office of National and Local Antiquities. But in certain circles, that anagram means something else. And if you want to know that, you have to read the books.
Okay. Now,
Or Megan could reveal it like she did last time.
Ethan, can you introduce your character?
My character's name is Kai. He's a former military officer who is now an avid conspiracy theorist and internet nerd who does not like demons, to say the least, or whatever the hell we're fighting.
Yeah.
This is my envisionment of Kai's character. It's Bert Gummer from Tremors.
So, Kai, how Ethan, how does Kai know Striga and David?
Well, give me a second. This fucking stream just got mad loud. Okay. Anyway, well, Striga was a member of my character's forum group online, who was a kind of an asshole. So I banned her, but I realized that the person she was talking to was an even bigger asshole. So I then unbanned her, and Striga introduced me to Agent. What is your character's name again?
David Mayer.
Agent Mir here, and well, one thing led to another, and here I am.
Okay, so from the bingo night, the little thing you've been sent to investigate is the film set of a home renovation show called Mountain Makeovers. They are essentially...
Oh my god, why do you keep doing that? It keeps dropping me out of the game. And now I've lost my character sheet.
It's
Like,
not
every
a
time
tabletop episode unless Adam's... Oh, the Chromebook is fucking with Adam.
Yeah. No, I moved the mouse. This is the second time it's done this. I moved the mouse and it like dropped me out of the game and took me back to the Roll20 home screen.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you that laptop so you can play Conan with me and Ethan.
Yeah, I know.
And play tabletop.
Oh, so actually, I just realized my character's name is misspelled on the stream.
I don't even know how to spell it. I just totally guessed. What's the actual spelling?
Last name is Pansures.
Sures.
What are you doing?
Yes.
My
Oh.
cable was trapped within the thing. I couldn't get
I was
my
spelling
big
it like
sausage
Panzer.
finger.
You know what? That does track with you.
It does track, but I didn't think of it until now.
Sorry, technical difficulties.
Yeah, the stream the stream keeps freezing for me or not working at all. I don't know what's going on with Twitch today.
Willow, let us know if you're having any trouble watching it on your end.
You are sent to the set of Mountain Makeovers, a sort of home renovation show. A couple of their general contracting crew have gone missing. A couple people from their set have gone missing, and they're not sure what's going on. Some of the workers have reported hearing, like, growls or something, or some sort of strange noises in the house.
Scary noises.
Spooky, scary noises. And you guys are sent out to figure out what happened to the people, and to figure out what's sort of going on. So you can arrive there however you want. It's sort of in the Appalachian area of Pennsylvania, which is northeastern-ish.
Well, the Appalachian Trail runs.
Yeah, it runs
Through a
through
lot of-
Pennsylvania. It can, we'll say
'Cause
probably near.
Part of it runs through Cherry Valley over there.
Is Jim Thorpe in?
I don't think it runs past Jim Thorpe.
I know there's mountains in Jim Thorpe, but I
Yeah,
don't.
oh yeah, there are.
It's probably like somewhere near the Appalachian Trail, maybe near Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Jim Thorpe's supposedly crazy haunted. But
And
Willow
it's
also said
just-
Water Gap.
uh
Throw a rock,
Water
you'll
Gap,
hit 50
well,
ghosts.
the Appalachian Trail doesn't run through Water Gap. That's where the hostel is that people hiking the trail stay.
So whatever vehicles you want to take, you can take. I know, Ethan, you said Kai has a civilianized Humvee.
Yes.
Striga, David, what vehicles are you taking to the woods? These roads are not paved. You are in dirt trails.
Oh, good. Good thing I have a Humvee.
Would this be the first time we're meeting in real life, or have we met in real life before, Ethan? I know David and I have been together.
Yeah.
I would guess you just hit me up on the internet. This is the first
there
time
are.
we're meeting.
There are trails in Water Gap, tons of them, but I don't think they're part of the Appalachian Trail.
Anyway, back to the game. I'm confused.
Sorry, I was talking to chat. I'm so sorry.
All right, so if we've met before, like, Adam, does David want to have a different vehicle, or should we all just go into the Humvee?
David, do you want to take your nice government vehicle
My government van, my
these
tactical van.
Your candy
sloppy
van.
back roads?
I tell you what, I drove a non-tactical van on crazy back roads, and is this a fucking road? And it went fine. So yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, so the Humvee.
Like in real life, I mean.
So, Ethan. So let's say versus the size of your typical Jeep Cherokee, how much bigger is the Humvee you have?
Civilian version, you could fit 4 or 5 people in there.
Okay. Is it smaller than a Hummer?
Well, they're about the same size.
About the same size. So you have sort of a Hummer-sized vehicle. You might have a little bit of trouble on some of the back roads. They're a little tight, but your vehicle's probably powerful enough to sort of get you through the mud and the gravel.
As a conspiracy theorist, I would probably have off-roading tires.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of standard on a
Like,
Humvee.
you never know when the war's going to happen. You got to bug
Yeah,
out.
exactly.
Like, is it a civilian Humvee or a military Humvee?
You could have a civilian Humvee with run flat off-roading tires.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you absolutely can.
So you arrive.
It's just more comfortable seats. That's the civilian version.
For those of you looking at the, I hope everybody's looking at the screen. You can see a nice cabin.
Oh, a cabin in the woods, yeah.
That's your idea of a nice cabin?
Yeah, that looks like a
It's
shit
a
cabin
lovely
to me.
picture. That's why it's called Mountain Makeovers. They make over the cabin
Okay.
into some sort of glamping cabin.
Right.
I
So
wonder how many
looking
dead bodies are in that cabin.
looking at the rot on that wood, I think
Yeah,
what you're
exactly,
going
me
to do
too.
is knock that thing down and rebuild it from scratch.
That's probably what's going to happen.
I don't think
They'll leave
7.6
they'll leave the
is good.
chimney and just build around it.
Yeah. So you get there. There are other vehicles around. There's some probably there's like a few work trucks. There is a construction trailer on site. You do see some construction, not like big construction vehicles, but like
Like, there might be a couple people that are actually ready to actually complete general contracting work.
yes, general contracting paraphernalia stuff going on. There is stuff covered in tarps because it's a little rainy. It's a little gross.
Would you say there's, like, a couple, like, really nice-ass trailers where probably the actors are staying?
No. They have a hotel that they are staying at.
Why is my phone suddenly binging with notifications? I have no idea what it's doing or why.
Turn it off. Or turn it on silent like I do at mine.
Yeah.
I keep staring at Adam because his phone keeps going off. So,
Glare of shame.
actually, the people who pay for this show to be made have everybody in a local hotel. They have to drive out to set every day. But there is a construction trailer on site. You don't know what's in there, but there are a few vehicles. So, like, there are work trucks, which are a little beat up, a little dinged up. One of the doors isn't the same color as the rest. You know how they are.
That was it. That was the whole reason I opened up my phone.
You almost got a 12.
And then there's like a nice truck. Like a truck that's like real expensive looking. You gotta like jump into this thing. It's one of those extended cab. Doesn't look like it's seen a lot of work. Seems like it's more of a people transport truck than a work truck. There's a couple like general contracting people milling around outside, maybe having a smoke break.
Like generally actually milling or just wandering around? I'm
What?
sorry. That was me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
gonna slap you.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna slap you.
I'm sorry.
They're like 50 feet away from like the cabin, having a smoke break. You do see people like near the nice truck. What do you want to do after you get out of your vehicles and park and such?
I would like to say that Striga might have She doesn't want to tell anyone, but she might be a rabid fan of Mountain Madness. Like she has this
Mountain makeovers.
mountain makeovers.
Like it's just that thing that was on TV, and you're like,
Like in the hotel rooms that she's had to stay as a monster hunter. Like
Yeah.
it'll be her me time. It was like, ooh, that renovation. Oh, that's really nice. So
Yeah.
she might be a little excited to see Mob Billa, the star of the show.
yeah. So he does look like Bob Vila. His
But his name is totally Mob Billa.
no, his name is Milo Burchard. And Striga, knowing what the two hosts of the show look like, you can tell that Milo Burchard,
Burchard? Clearly descended from the Branchalots.
Oh my
yes, thank you, thank you.
No. Megan, we have a Nicky Noit situation.
Did I do that on purpose?
Or
Yes.
subconsciously.
No, I saw Burchard.
Fully conscious.
I saw Burchard, and I was like,
Yeah, that did not go unnoticed.
And then there's a woman next to him who is quite obviously a brunette who has bleach blonde hair because that's typically what sells on TV. And Striga would know her as Yvonne Novak.
She's all right, but I really like Burchard. Like he's
He-
like this down earth. Like he
Yeah,
reminds me
yeah.
of like the uncle that's into
Yeah.
carpentry and stuff.
Yeah.
And builds things and like she might be doing little happy claps. I don't know if David would have caught that out of the corner of his eye.
Yeah.
Like
So,
fuck off. Ah,
okay.
You
So you
watch this
see-
show, do you?
fuck off, David. I will fucking cut you in half. Do not fuck with me.
So yeah, you see the hosts over by the nice extended cab truck. They are talking to each other. I will say, opposite where the two construction workers are smoking, is which is 50 feet away from the cabin itself, is the temporary construction trailer. And it does have a sign on the door, but you cannot read it from where you are. Or what do you want to do?
I would also like to say that Striga might have a copy of Burchard's autobiography.
What
and-
if it's one of just like his woodworking books and you
Yeah.
just read it for funsies?
Yeah, and I might want to try and find a way to get a signature on this thing.
Well, while Striga's doing that, I'm going to keep my rifle at the ready, and I'm going to inspect the trailer while inquiring about the penguins.
It's like, what are you gonna be hunting? Termites? Calm down, Kai.
Like it's
Listen,
literally
listen.
like you.
Listen,
Termites.
you
are
may
creeping
not
out.
realize this. You may not realize this, but these shows are a front for our penguin overlords, and I will find them.
Penguins?
Like
It's a
if you
little bit
come
north for
out,
penguins.
if you come out just like with the gun at the ready, people are gonna give you a look like, are we about to be murdered?
They're
Because you haven't.
they're
It's at
scamming.
the
I'll
ready.
give you that, but
It's at the ready, not raising my rifle aiming at people. It's just
yeah,
in
yeah. It's
in a
at your
ready
side,
position.
and like, but everybody's like giving you this look. And I will
he's
say,
got it in that modern like across the chest thing, right? With the
or like maybe at his side, but either way, like
People are on
gonna
edge.
notice
with the
you.
Y strap.
And I think one of the like construction workers yells at you like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And like everybody turns to your group because one of you has a gun out. This probably early 20s woman, medium brown hair, wearing more more like office work clothes, but with like boots, like sort of hiking boots that are like over her sort of pants, so she doesn't get her pants dirty. And she has like a tablet, like an iPad or something, and she sort of jogs up to you. She's like, that's a gun. Also, can we talk over by your vehicle for a second? And she's sort of saying this to your group.
Sorry, he's a. I don't know what Striga's trying to do here, trying to placate. I'm not sure if David wants to throw her, but I'm like, he's harmless as long as there's no penguins around. Also, Ethan, chat wants to know about the penguin overlord.
Oh, you guys don't know? You don't know that, the penguins are our secret overlord masters, and the Earth is a secret escape room for their entertainment. We've all been kidnapped and put here. These demons are just a distraction to keep us, placated.
I thought that was dolphins, or was that last month?
No, no, no. Dolphins can secretly fly. Airplanes are a distraction from that.
Now, do regular birds work as spies for the penguins?
Yes, the birds are drones, the butterflies are tiny drones, and moths are their failed prototypes. Don't we know this by now?
Okay, okay.
Actually,
good.
10% of New York pigeons are actually drones.
Willow thought she thought it was the lizard people. Or
Oh, well, let's not get into the lizard people. That's why green is a fake color. It's just their camouflage.
well, I can make walls disappear with green.
So, like, this woman is, like, looking at you as you say that, and she's like, okay. And she, like, looks at the other two, it's like,
He's working on a treatment for a new show. Had nothing to do with this, but honestly, we were brought here by, and I just like, would she be the person we're supposed to be in contact with for this?
you can ask her.
Was it purple, Willow?
We were contracted to come here. When the fuck did I become the fucking face right now?
I don't know.
David, help me!
Oh no, I'm just enjoying the show. You brought this. You brought this guy. You put the nickel in him. You got to play the whole song.
You bastard. Okay, listen. We were asked to come here. Our services were contracted about some disturbances you guys were having here.
Okay. You're from the place in New Jersey, right?
Yes, I offer her our business card that we totally hand out to people that are supposed to be our contacts.
Yeah. The Devil's Respite business card, which just looks like, for some reason, like, I don't know if you've ever been to a diner and they have, like, a business card. It looks like a diner business card.
It's like a bar and grill.
So I never actually said what David looks like in this episode because we breezed through
Tall,
it. So
blonde.
he looks out of he looks out of place with these two. He is in a tailored black suit, blonde hair. It's long, but you can't tell because it's tucked into his collar. He managed to get away with it by suggesting that, like, well, if he ever has to go undercover, it'll come in handy. But he really just likes having long hair.
Now, I have a question for Agent David Mayer. Is he wearing his nice shoes out in the middle of the woods?
I imagine he knew they were going into the woods and probably has on boots.
Like dress boots.
Well, I was going to say like Doc's. He usually actually wears Doc Martens.
Okay, so he's wearing Docs.
David Mayer is brought to you by Doc Martens.
Yeah.
So
You can't tell, but they're the old school up to the knee 20-hole Docs.
they're just under your pants.
They're under my pants.
The woman introduces herself as Patricia Klein. She's like, "Hi, I'm Yvonne Novak's personal assistant. I'm actually Yvonne and Milo didn't know what to do, and like Sean didn't know what to do. Sean Knapp, he's our general contractor. One of his construction people disappeared, and like a bunch of them have just left the show entirely because they keep hearing noises in the house. And we don't know if these people have left. They're not answering their phone. Like some of them have left. We don't know if they left because of what reasons. We can't get into contact with him. Most recently, my fellow assistant, specifically Milo's assistant, Isaac Green, has gone missing. We don't know where they are. They're not. Isaac actually left his phone behind in the tech trailer, and she points over to the construction trailer that's across from the construction workers smoking.
Well, where are the rest of the general contractors here? Are they the ones out smoking on the side?
We only, I think one of them is inside with Sean. Actually, no. She looks over. She's like, oh no, they're both outside. Yeah, that's, she points to one of them. They both look like, one's like a sort of skinny, muscular, tall construction worker looking guy.
Yeah.
His name's Tanner Rush.
What a name. That's a very general contracting name. Tanner.
And the more heavy-set, little bit older, salt and pepper hair guy, his name's Lowell Graham. those.
It's not really important to remember any of these names, is it?
Not really. No, you don't. You don't need to write them down. We're just telling you names. We actually asked these two to be here today specifically because this is when Randy said you guys would be coming.
So they're witnesses?
Yeah, they're kind of witnesses.
Witness adjacent?
Witness adjacent. Sean is in the house. He's, going over, just, he's doing general contractor things in the house. I don't know how that works. My job is mostly to do whatever Yvonne needs me to do. Yvonne and Milo.
Did you have to pick up the other assistant's work after he disappeared?
We actually stopped production fully at that point.
Yeah, that tracks.
But Milo and Yvonne are over by the truck over there. It's the blue 4-door truck.
Striga's trying to remain focused. You have a job to do, and then if there's time left over, you can talk to Milo. We'll interview him last.
Are you saying this under your breath?
Very gently under my breath, like, out.
Patricia is like sort of giving you a weird look because he's just like a dude to her. Like, she's worked with Yvonne and Milo and Isaac for so long that she's just like, oh yeah, that's my coworker. You're being real weird about my coworker. That'd be like if someone was like getting all like starry-eyed about someone you worked with at like a gas station. She's just like, him?
Except this gas station's on national television.
Yeah.
The man who puts butter in his coffee?
I need to know about that. Never meet your heroes, kids.
Butter in coffee? Excuse me?
Unsalted butter in coffee. I can't remember which. There was like a family member of mine who used to put butter in their coffee instead of creamer.
This is just an episode of Family Guy to become, huh? Sorry, The Simpsons.
Yeah,
butter in bacon.
Like, she's giving you this look like, I know the ins and outs of this man's personal life, and I can't believe you like him. Not that he's like a bad person. He's just, when you just know a person.
Yeah, it's just like a guy you go to work with.
Yeah. Or it's like that kid you see in math class, and then you see someone like fawning over him, and you're just like, him?
Well, I feel a type of way about the buttered coffee.
I don't like coffee in general. Buttered coffee sounds horrible.
No, I would have like a buttered toast, or like I put butter on a separate thing that I'm eating while I'm drinking the coffee. That's different, but butter inside my coffee, I'm just like, that sounds like an accident.
I mean, at least it's not lard in coffee.
Yeah. So,
God, I think the worst fluid I have ever had in my mouth was Pepsi Cola.
Okay, I'm so glad you followed up with the rest of the.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
I know,
the
right?
nastiest
That's the coffee
drink.
Pepsi,
No, well,
right?
I say fluid because bearing in mind, I have done welding
sorry,
and fabrication,
no,
so I have accidentally had grease oil and gasoline in my
Oh
mouth.
yeah.
And Pepsi Cola is still worse.
I've gotten clean, unused cat litter in my mouth.
Listen, I love Pepsi Cola.
Crazy.
You shut your mouth. Pepsi Cola was God.
All right, and that's how everything ended. All right, good night, everyone.
Okay.
Turning it all off.
So Patricia's like, do you want to see the house first? Do you want to?
I think it'd be better, like, whatever the last place they were seen was inside the house?
Yes. And then I guess I'll introduce you to Lowell and Tanner, and I can introduce you to Sean first, our general contractor.
All right, what do we want to do first? Do we want to talk to the general contractors, or do we want to go immediately to the potential crime scene?
Let's go to the crime scene.
The general contractor is probably at the potential crime scene.
Okay.
If he's in the
All right,
house.
can I tactically clear the house first?
Patricia's gonna go in front of you to inform Sean.
You're gonna be there with like a weapon, like. Huh.
But yeah, she's just like, okay, but be careful. The house is really creaky and old.
And I'm just kind of behind Kai, like.
Yeah, you're like.
This is not how I wanted to meet one of my favorite celebrities. My comfort food celebrity.
So you go in the house, and it's just like a regular sort of log, like hunting cabin. I'm not sure anybody in this room or on stream has been in a hunting cabin. It's just a cabin. there's a living room and a kitchen and like an eating area and a. This does have a bathroom. There is not an outhouse. There is running water.
There's something to be said about a nice bespoke cabin that's been had no human habitation for like months out of the year.
Yeah, and like you can see like a loft, sort of like on either end of the cabin. There's like a loft bedroom area, and then you do also see.
So the Evil Dead cabin.
This is the Evil Dead cabin inside. You know what? If that works for people, imagine the Evil Dead movie.
The original, not the
The
remake.
original, the cabin. But you know what? There is even a basement.
Not going in there.
Not going in there.
Unfortunately for
Not
you.
it. All right.
Unfortunately for you. Well, somebody's gonna have to go in the
All
basement.
right. Well, it's the conspiracy theory is the only one who didn't say not it. So.
So Patricia is like showing
All right,
you
Cal,
the
it's
house,
on you.
and she's like, "I have pictures of how we're gonna renovate it and fix everything. If you'd like to look at those." But Yvonne can tell you more about that.
Oh, I'd love to see the pictures.
And she like
I'd like
shows
to
you, like it's gonna be like have rustic charm,
Ooh.
like exposed wood.
Okay.
So it's not gonna be like all like white on white with gray flooring.
Mhm.
There's
You're just watching Striga totally connect like what the design choices that they were picking from. Like, oh, the designer you had on season 3, episode 12.
yeah.
Are we working with her again? Because I know I really liked her rustic charm.
yeah,
Like the
yeah,
colors, she really brought out the
she-
foliage.
She really helped.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be the voice of reason here. We have missing people
Yes,
in
yes.
this
But,
creepy
like,
ass cabin.
Sorry.
Patricia's like, so I don't see Sean up here. He's probably downstairs in the root cellar basement area. The stairs are, they're not. We made sure everything was stable before we brought the film crew in, because you know how heavy cameras are. So, but the steps are creaky. Do be careful. But we have gotten the camera crew down here.
See, Cal, you say missing, but it's been our experience that when somebody goes missing under mysterious, unexplainable circumstances, you don't find them in the same number of pieces they went missing in.
I really want Isaac to be in the same number of pieces I last saw him in.
You keep saying these things out loud in front of normal people, Dave. I'm gonna need you to calm down. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
I'm like
I'm just-
sifting through like paint, little paint thingies with the personal assistant.
No,
like
the
I really think these colors would go well
like
with
on
this.
the walls you actually see taped to the walls like little color swatches.
Yeah.
Like you see that on the walls. But so you there's a door that looks like a closet, but you open it and there's basement steps going down. There are lights on downstairs. And like Patricia sort of knocks on a wall and he's like, sorry, I had Mountain Dew before we started. I don't want to burp into the microphone.
Yeah, the Mountain Madness for Mountain Dew.
Patricia's like, hey Sean, I have some people here who are coming to help us figure out where everybody went. We're coming down, and you can sort of show them the basement area and talk to them about.
Is he dead? Is he down there?
You can talk to them about Russell.
Like, shall I lead the way?
Patricia's
Protect us from the
going
penguins.
So Patricia's going first.
All right.
And then you can follow Patricia, and everybody can choose what.
I do have a grip on my holy chain belt.
Yes.
And I have my rifle at the ready.
Yeah.
If
That does. Like Patricia's looking at you, and she's like, "Okay." But she walks down the stairs, which are quite creaky and a little steep. You are actually physically shocked a bit that they got a literal camera person with the on the shoulder camera down these steps.
I love a professional.
But you get down to the basement. It looks like at some point previously it was renovated. There is some like concrete on the root cellar floor, though it's cracked in areas and maybe the floor wasn't level or something. And it looks like there is some sort of seepage through the cracks of like moisture. And you see an older man, sort of balding, bit heavyset, just like he has like a moisture meter and he's like sort of pointing places out to see where there's rot, where's water coming in. And he turns to you. He does see the gun, and like he does like, huh, and then he like looks. He's like, what the fuck? And then Patricia's like, he's just prepared in case of something. I don't know. It's fine. Roll with it, please.
Take it easy, sir. If I wanted you dead, you'd be dead already.
Oh God, Kai.
Adam, did you log out again? I don't see you on my screen.
Son of a bitch. I timed out. No. I'm supposed
Oh, there you are again. You timed out and you disappeared from my screen.
Oh, no.
I
gotta keep jiggling the mouse around every couple
Yeah,
of
or everybody here is. I think everybody here is using a wireless mouse today.
minutes.
I'm not.
So, there is one more thing you see, just about dead center in the room, and like, you're looking at it, and you're like, what in the actual fuck? Because there is a bright orange traffic cone just sitting dead center in the middle of the room. Straight up dead center.
I'm gonna look at the guy and ask him what's with the cone.
He's like, what's with the fucking gun?
It's called
Dude,
a precaution, dude.
What's with the gun?
People are missing under mysterious circumstances. It's called a precaution. I'm guessing the cone is because there's floor rot.
Oh, there's something.
I mean, is it a wood floor? Is it a concrete, or is it just like dirt?
It's concrete over dirt, actually. So you're here about Russell and Isaac?
Yeah.
Sure.
And anyone else who might be disappeared.
So far, we only know Russell and Isaac. And he sort of, like, this was the last room they were seen in. And we can...
So they didn't disappear out in the woods. They disappeared in this room?
Yeah.
All right, can I tell if he's...
When do you expect to find them again?
All right,
well-
I've got...
Well, Tanner was seen in here, but he also could have been out of the house. Nobody was in the house at the time.
Nobody saw them disappear.
well,
They saw them go in and never come out.
With Isaac, yes. With Russell, there's a little bit of possibility. Lane and Maribel can give you more information on that.
Right.
Can I tell if he's lying?
Insight check.
No, we don't have insight checks here, sir.
We don't do inside checks in this house. Well, for this game.
For this game, no. But what we do... So I'm going to say... he seems concerned about the gun, but pretty earnest. He's like, now Tanner, we don't know if he walked off because he heard weird shit. There's been weird shit in the house, but like, we're in the middle of the fucking woods, you know? And, Isaac was the one who disappeared in here. And there's only one place he could have disappeared. And he's sort of, at this point, standing next to the traffic cone. You want to see?
Yes.
And he moves the traffic cone. And underneath the traffic cone is a rebar. I was just thinking if that was the right word. Rebar handle sunk into the concrete. Actually, there's two of them. I don't know. Go ahead, Ethan.
No, I was just saying, is there a door there, or is it just a handle in and just the massive concrete foundation?
You're about to find out. And like he kind of squats a little bit. He's like, kind of stretching himself a bit, and he grabs the handles and he's like lifting with his knees. He goes,
so the door is also concrete.
And he picks up this sort of concrete slab.
Oh, okay.
It's like a manhole cover.
Essentially, yes, it's a manhole cover, and he sort of twists it to the side a little.
Yeah, twist your spine. Put your back into it. Twist that spine.
Remember to lift with your back, not with your knees.
Man, I do not like. I know Isaac disappeared in here, but there is no way on God's green earth that straggly little guy could have lifted this thing. I can barely lift it.
Okay, so time out. We've been told there is a basement.
You are in the basement.
This does not... Oh, we're in the basement.
You're
This
in
is
the
the
basement.
basement going into the... Okay.
This is the basement.
So this is the sub-basement.
Well,
don't know
or
what the hell
or
it is.
sewage drainage or
Corpse chute.
something. Corpse
well,
chute.
you can go over and check it out, my good man.
Well, can I use my crank flashlight to look down there?
Oh, well, yes, you can.
All right,
Just
well, I'm
go-
gonna pull out my crank flashlight and just crank it a few dozen times and
Yeah.
shine my light down it with one hand while the rifle's pointed down at the other.
You can like hand your rifle to David. He has gun training.
It's my rifle. I trust no one with it. This
Okay.
is my rifle.
Does it have?
I
like,
wouldn't trust me with your rifle either.
Does it have
Now,
like the
if Agent Surd were here, that's a different story. He's the gun guy.
the like strap, a gun strap where you can just sort
Yeah.
of. Okay.
Yeah, shoulder.
So you
yeah.
put
Honestly,
the
the front modern gun strap is just a marvel of engineering and psychology. I have to say,
yeah.
because it's so much easier. First of all, it's quicker to get to than it's strapped over your back,
Yeah.
and it's pointed down. It's
delicious.
basically
Yeah,
it's
the hose
basically actually in the position you would hold a gun if you were no longer pointing it at somebody.
And then everybody
I
can
just-
see
I-
front-facing gun, and they're like, "Fuck me."
Yeah, so it's intimidating but not aggressive. It's
David,
actually
I think-
quite brilliant. Whoever came up with that design.
Thank you,
David, I
Willow,
think-
for understanding immediately.
David, I think a former staff sergeant will understand how a gun works. Thank you for your explanation of the matter.
I would like to say that David said that out loud. That's
No,
the whole-
that was out of character.
I know, but it would be funny if he did. So, you crank the flashlight, and
Do you want me to hold it?
Sure, you can hold the flashlight.
Sean
Alright, at least
also
I have enough authority to hold the flashlight.
Sean also has a flashlight, and you both shine both lights down into a incredibly deep, about 4-foot diameter well.
Is there like a loose piece of whatever on the ground?
There's like a loose piece of like fucking drywall or something. If you'd like to put it into this well.
Yeah, I'm gonna chuck it in there and see how long it takes before I hear anything.
So you toss the drywall in. Not Sean. Yes, Sean. Sean. Sorry, NPCs. Sean kind of gives you a look because you just threw the fucking drywall down there.
It's like a little piece.
And
Not the whole thing.
it does take a couple seconds before you hear it hit water.
I don't even know what that means. I just want to throw something in the hole. Anyone know what that means?
About 400 feet.
It's a deep ass well, I can tell you that. Deeper than 50 feet. Because I have a 50-footer rope, and it didn't hit the bottom. It did not come up wet.
I'm going to assume that for every second that passes, it's 100 feet.
No, I wouldn't quite say that. But it's definitely a deep well. There's probably, I don't know if it's a cistern or something down there. Isaac couldn't have gotten the well open.
Is there another way out of the house that you would have seen?
There's a front door, there's a back door. I don't know where Isaac went. I don't know if Tanner might have been able to get this open, but I don't know. I don't know where he went.
Okay.
I want to do one more thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my encrypted smartphone with the built-in thermal camera. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna see if there's anything that isn't water down there hiding.
First roll of the night. Okay.
Roll to see if you accidentally yeet your technology in the pit.
So, what you would be doing is you would be investigating a mystery. This is one of the things you can do. I'm not sure if I shared this with you on Roll20, but I will. I'll just tell you what you can do for now until I share it with you. Mm-hmm. So, investigate a mystery. When you investigate a mystery, roll plus sharp. On a 10 plus roll, you can ask 2 of the questions that are listed. I will read them off to you. Mm-hmm. On a 7 to 9, you can ask 1. So, this game runs on 2d6. 1 to 6 is a failure. 7 to 9 is you kind of do what you want to do. 10 and 11 is you do what you wanted to do, but only what you wanted to do. And a 12 plus is you do exactly what you wanted to do, and like a little extra, a little fun side,
Mountain Madness burp.
So, on your character sheet,
Okay.
I want you to. First of all. Sorry, my computer's giving me problems.
Goddamn technology.
Goddamn technology. First of all, I want you to go into your character sheet.
Okay, I already have it pulled up.
Cool. And I want you to click the dice next to sharp. There's a little red D6.
Got it. Okay.
Click on it.
So that's the wrong thing.
Give it a little clicky click.
Oh,
I'm trying to, but I keep saying put input value. What the hell's going on here?
just click OK.
Yeah, that messed me up too.
There is no okay. Just says submit and cancel. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
submit's good.
You must
Okay.
submit.
Okay. So you did it twice, but just for now, I'll say we take the top one, because this is new. So, Kai,
yes.
I'm going to read you. You can ask 2 of these questions. I'm going to show them. I'm going to read them out to you. What sort of creature is it? You don't really have that information yet.
Mm-hmm.
What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here? You can ask 2 of those questions.
What's being concealed here?
Good answer.
So what's being concealed here? You think, like, I'm gonna say that you have some knowledge of terrain due to conspiracy theories and military history, like being in the military, that you think it's not so much a cistern as perhaps some sort of underground spring. You have, like, seen on websites of people who have built their own, like, sort of cabins in the woods preparing for stuff, that they do sometimes drill wells into natural springs. So you think there might be a natural spring down there? You can ask one more question. What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What sort of creature is it? What happened here?
What happened here?
You do see on the underside of, like, you can just sort of see on the underside of the concrete slab that there's some weird markings, and there's some sort of something on it that you don't know what it is, some sort of substance. But
Okay,
you
so
don't- but you can, like, scrape it off and, like, do something with it.
Okay. What is its viscosity like?
It's mostly kind of dry.
Does anyone have like a little bag?
I mean, I could use an old MRE bag to collect some.
Yeah.
I have one of the business cards too.
Yeah, you can
Alright,
just scrape it like that.
Yeah.
You're not certain what it is, but it's dry, but it was stuck on. Like, maybe it wasn't dry when it got there.
So I can assume it's like thick. Is it like blood or saliva?
It's not like, because it comes off in sort of like a small section.
Crusty blood.
So it's not like crusty blood that will kind of flake off, or like some sort of.
Or like dried gum, maybe.
It comes off kind of like that, but you're not sure what it is. But you can sort of put it in something to look at more later.
All right. Well,
Look at Willow
Can I
playing along at home.
can I,
Don't
I
forget
would
to
like
roll
to
dice, Willow, when everybody rolls.
I would like
I gave
like
an
to
example.
collect.
Yeah, you can collect that, and then
I'd like to collect a sample. Can I use net
Somebody
friends?
blows their nose and you want
Uh,
to keep it?
Yeah, you can do that. Your thermal camera, you did want to look in there with that. You mostly just saw a lot of coolness, it's cooler temperatures because it was some sort of underground spring. But you didn't have something long enough to really get down in there deep enough. But
Okay.
this is definitely wide enough a person could fall in, but that door is so heavy.
All
that
right.
it'd
Well,
be hard to move.
yep. Collect the sample, take a picture of it,
Yeah.
and use net friends to see if anyone might be able to ID what this might be.
You're getting the same kind of answers Willow is posting, I'm guessing. Crusty blood, mucus.
Okay, so you can contact one friend on the internet, but you have to roll plus charm.
Semen.
Oh God.
Oh God.
No, because Willow said an amphibian-like creature, a seaman, a seaman.
We both know that's not what you meant.
I'm just gonna mute him.
Exactly.
Okay, so Ethan, roll me
Yes.
plus charm.
Plus charm it is.
That's a mixed success. So you kind of like give a lot of good angles on it, but your internet friends are like, we'll get back to you on what this is. I'm kind of eating lunch right now, but like they're gonna look at it, but it's gonna take some time.
All right.
Essentially.
Well, I will relay all this information I've deduced to my fellow compatriots here.
Okay. And Sean is like, I have to
Crowdsourcing,
sort of
good move, good
Yeah.
move.
Sean's like, I have to get back to work, and he sort of and puts the concrete thing back in the hole it goes in. And then
I do want to ask him, like, people have been talking about strange noises that you guys have heard.
yeah, Lane and Maribel.
I hope Tanner did it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Never
Lane and
trust Tanner.
Maribel,
You always got to watch out for those tanners.
Lane is our sound tech. Maribel is one of our camera operators.
Ashley knows what I'm talking about.
They have some footage and sound clips of what we've been hearing.
You know what? I want to talk to the sound guy.
Lane is in the the tech trailer.
If anyone knows fucking sounds,
It's the sound guy.
Exactly. Maybe he's got a recording of it.
Good call.
He might have a recording of it, so we might want to check him out too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for real.
So, yeah, Patricia takes you over to the tech trailer.
By the way, David doesn't recognize this fluid at all.
It's not a fluid. Like you're not sure what it is either.
This residue. Sorry.
It's some sort of residue. But you're not sure specifically
Does
what.
anyone have like a forensic kit in their back pocket?
No.
Kai, do you have a forensic kit in your bag?
No.
I might actually add that to my supplies for next time.
No.
I mean, clearly not this time.
like a whole
Clearly not
forensic
this
lab.
time.
And Abby from NCIS.
Abby from NCIS just pops out of your bag.
Yeah.
Hey!
But
Why do you have a goth girl in your bag? Don't worry about it.
Have you looked at David? That's fair.
I collect them like Pokemon.
So you go over to the tech trailer.
Or
It's
pals.
just like, it's got like metal steps. It's really cheap looking, honestly. You think the construction crew might have just had it hanging around for use on like longer term sites. Patricia knocks on the door and she's like, I'm coming in with some people who are looking into the disappearances, and it takes a little bit for the door to open, but then a woman about medium tan skin and black hair opens the door, and she's like, she does see the gun, she does see that, she's like, what the fuck?
You really couldn't switch to your 1911? That's a handgun.
You know, it's true that 9mm kills the body and 45 kills the soul, but 7.62 will completely decimate anything that we encounter.
I can't argue with that.
And she's like, please don't shoot the equipment.
Does seem a bit paranoid at this stage of the game, but
That's literally the entirety of Kai's being. Before I go in there, does she have any penguin memorabilia?
Yeah, I was about to say, I won't shoot anything as long as I don't see anything penguin related.
Is she gonna scurry to her sound gear?
No. Patricia introduces her as Maribel Batista. She is our main camera operator. She does have some video footage for you to look at concerning what happened to Isaac.
Mhm.
But for the noises we've been hearing, the Lane, one of our sound techs, and Patricia sort of motions to someone who's not looking at you because she has like the thickest headphones on.
Nice.
And
Well,
Maribel does tap her shoulder, and Lane, like, you see that Lane is actually a woman, not a man. And she, like, turns to you like, what? What's up? I couldn't hear you. My headphones were on. And Patricia's like, yeah, Lane, if you could cue up the weird sounds we've been hearing. And I was like, oh, yeah, I have that in a separate tab.
Permission to record everything being shown to us for,
We'll give you copies, but it's sort of against contract, NDAs, for you to actually record. But we can give you specifically the clips related to this incident.
Sounds fishy.
But I mean, if you want to try and get these ladies to let you record, actually, Ethan, could you go into the journal section at the bottom of your page? Do you have a PDF?
Willow also brings the point our sound quality is going to be way better anyway.
Monster of the Week revised hunter references.
Yes.
Okay.
In there, you will find what questions you can ask and how to roll things for combat. Specifically, right now, you are looking for manipulate someone.
Mm-hmm.
You are trying to manipulate them into letting you record their stuff.
All right, so should I do a roll here?
Yes, you can roll plus charm.
Affirmative. Give me a second. Well, I can't put this on another screen. Jesus Christ. I gotta keep...
yeah, there's a window button. You can click that window button, like the two windows, and it pops it out.
Two windows. I don't see two windows.
When you open your
it
stat sheet.
takes a couple of
The
steps, but you
revised
can put your
hunter
character sheet
sheet-
in another window.
The character sheet, but not the PDF.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Okay, so there we go. I will do that. Give me a second. As soon as it reloads, I will roll a charm here. And submit.
Okay, so you got an 8. They'll let you do it, but only if you do something to show that, like you have to, somehow prove that you're not going to spread this on the internet or something and get them in trouble.
All right. Well, I have an encrypted phone. I can always just blur out their faces and any logos or anything, and it's just the footage.
Okay, definitely for sound, it could be like, okay, sound is fine. You have to blur out if you hear any other people's voices other than, the general, contractors and stuff. But, Yvonne or Milo or Sean, you can't have their voices in there.
I mean, I could do that. That's just basic editing.
And, I don't think we can let you record the footage we have.
Yes, you can.
David.
The government, government agent is standing here going, "Yes, you can."
Well, I mean, he is.
Can I pretend you got a cookie from catering? Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Does he flash his badge?
From
though?
Presser, yes, he does.
Okay, if you flash your badge and it says it says
ONLA.
ONLA,
Which
So,
actually has a surprisingly high level of authority for an agency that's just supposed to, be protecting antiquities and archaeological sites of interest and
I
things
would
like
like
that.
to think that David Muir has a cookie in one hand.
Yeah, he's
and a Capri
swung by
Sun.
craft services and yeah.
Yeah, you got a Capri Sun. Yes, you can.
and then you would kind of hold the
And
cookie.
by the way, if you're worried about this getting leaked to the public, the people you need to worry about being in trouble with already know.
I say, you flash your badge, but you flash it quick enough that they don't know what the fuck the ONLA is. They're just like, oh, it's a Fed. That's their thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
It's a Fed-shaped object. I'm not going to mess with that.
Yeah, they're like, okay.
And I'm also,
like,
dressed
well.
the part. So
Yeah, they're like, okay, we believe you.
It's like, shit, I didn't realize how deep this went.
For
but
a
yeah,
narc,
fire
he's
the
not that bad.
snacks.
on your encrypted phone, they will let you record the sounds and record the video footage.
Because they don't want to
So-
get arrested.
Now remember, Ashley, Adam, you can pitch in here too.
I'm waiting to. The fucking David just played his
Yeah,
trump card.
yeah.
I'm gonna stand there and look surly.
So, do you want to listen to the weird sounds first?
Sure.
Yes.
What? As I'm recording, of course.
Okay. So the weird sounds are sort of like a lot of scratching noises and some sort of like.
Can I tell what they're scratching on? Would it be like the concrete or something else?
It sounds like maybe scratching on stone, like sort of weird gurgling, growling noises.
Did I notice any scratch marks on the underside of the lid?
There were marks, but there weren't any like claw marks. You couldn't really
Teeth
make
marks?
out. No, not teeth marks either.
So it wasn't gouges in the stone. It was like just markings on the stone.
It was like scuff marks from something, and there was like something attached. Like whatever scuffed it left something behind, but you're not sure what. Like you're not certain. It was something.
And the gurgling noises doesn't sound like someone who's maybe injured.
Drowning.
You cannot tell if it was someone drowning, someone injured, someone drowning on their own blood.
Did it sound like a human noise, or did it sound like something? It might. I don't even know. Would I know? Should I investigate a mystery? Do I have enough information to investigate a mystery?
Let me decide what I want you to roll. Let me decide.
Channel my chosen powers. What does my monster spidey sense tell me?
PDF. Can I have the entire PDF, please? Please? I know there's more PDF. I can see it. Give me the rest of the PDF.
I wish I could print out this PDF.
Oh, I should have rolled Destiny's Plaything at the beginning of the mystery.
We always forget to do that. Why are PDFs on this fucking game? Why are PDFs on this just the worst? I hate them. I hate PDFs on Roll20. But this was the only way this fucking thing would fucking upload. Do not make me. I swear to fucking God. I swear to fucking God.
Or can we say this thing might trigger my Destiny's Plaything and I'll roll it if you want?
Yeah, sure, fuck it, why not?
Sure, fuck it, why not?
Oh my God, this fucking PDF. Now the PDF won't close. Okay.
got
So
an
the
11.
PDF still isn't closing.
I rolled Destiny's Plaything. I got an 11.
Read me Destiny's Plaything.
Destiny's Plaything. At the beginning of each mystery, roll plus weird to see what is revealed about your immediate future. On a 10 plus, the keeper reveal a useful detail about coming mystery. On 7 to 9, you get a vague hint about it. On a miss, something bad is going to happen to you.
And what did you roll?
I got an 11.
And on an 11, what was your option again?
Keeper will reveal a useful detail about the coming mystery.
Sorry, I was just looking up the PDF on a different page because it's annoying the shit out of me. You see, it's really dark, but you definitely make out like stalactites and stalagmites, like a cavern of some sort, and dripping water.
I would think that visually, like, maybe the gurgling noises triggered something to me, and my eyes kind of, like, flash white for a minute. Like, and I just kind of, like, reach for a table or somebody, and I just stabilize myself. I'm like...
You probably grabbed David.
Oh, like, okay. Alright. I think we're looking for a cave.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think there are, like, natural...
Are there any caves close by?
Not anywhere within 15 miles that I know of.
Yeah, but caves can be sprawling,
Yeah.
and you don't always know where they go. That well could lead into a cave system.
There was also
I mean, I think that what this comes down to, and where the keeper might be steering us, is probably that we're gonna just have to go explore the well.
Just go in the well, Timmy. We need a collie though to make sure we're not in danger.
Is Timmy in the well again?
There's also there's one more noise, and it's a weird. Like it's very distant, but like and like Lane ups the gains and like does all this stuff on there.
Megan, do you want me to up your gain super high?
No, but like, Ashley, insert audio production knowledge here. How would one, if there's a soft noise and they want to make it louder, what would they do?
They would increase the gain.
Just increase the gain?
Yeah.
So like Lane, there's like some increases the gain and like maybe turns down some of the background noise and you can hear a sort of.
You know what? I'm going to set it up so it's just your audio and I'll turn up gain.
Okay.
Ashley, though,
There's
don't turn her gain. Like the gain on these microphones is already super high. We don't need to hear her uvula slap in the back of her throat.
Oh my god.
there's like a noise.
Human noise, or is this like something hitting rock?
So Lane really had to adjust the levels on the audio for you to hear it. It sounded distant, but it sounded like some sort of. It didn't sound human. It did sort of sound like some sort of spitting. You're not sure what that means.
A patooey.
A patooey, yes.
A very weird, disembodied patooey.
Yeah, but that's all the noises that Lane has for you.
So it could have been
the
rats
video?
and somebody spitting.
Yes. And they're like, yeah, we're in the middle of the fucking woods. There's all sorts of animals. We found like a fucking snake here, like first day. Not a. It's like Lane is just like, it was a garter snake. Calm down. It wasn't a rattlesnake.
It was a viper. It tried to get me.
It was a.
It was wrapped around my neck. Vipers. That's a python.
It was a garter snake. And you smelled bad afterward, not because of venom, because it musked on you.
Snake's musk.
Garter snakes musk. They make a stinky juice on your hand.
Ugh.
They fart on you.
I did not know that.
I like
This is
Learned
snakes.
something
Snake
new about.
facts.
I learned something new about snakes.
They're
today. Thank you,
also
Meg.
garter snakes are also viviparous, which means they give live birth instead of eggs.
Y'all made it eek.
All right. Do we have any more evidence we need to?
So Maribel, the camera person, is sort of has part of.
You didn't catch anything on film, did you? Any visual?
There was something knocked the camera over in the basement, so we don't have.
So you
footage
caught
of-
like one frame of something blurry.
So.
I'm sure everybody here is familiar with the
So-
blurry photo of
Yes,
something.
So the footage starts, and Patricia's like, I have to leave the room. Actually, I don't want to see this. And like Patricia like leaves the trailer.
She really takes her cameras seriously.
Well, no, Patricia is the personal assistant, but she's like, I have to leave this. And when she leaves,
She's
Maribel's
the
like,
19-year-old PA. So
yeah, Maribel's like, Patricia did see sort of the aftermath of this, and she left the room before Isaac. Like she and Isaac walked in the room. Patricia had to go do something. Like,
So she witnessed the second guy go missing.
yes. Like she was there just before he went missing, and when she went back to find him, he was gone.
So it was like she walked out of the room, realized she forgot something or forgot to say
Yeah,
something, and
yeah.
walked back in, and poof,
yeah, within the span of probably
10 to 30 seconds.
no, it was probably a few minutes.
Okay.
Like she had to go outside, and then she had to go get Isaac, and he was just gone when she got back. But nobody had
Long
seen
enough for somebody to have left a room.
long enough for somebody to have left a room, but no one. He wasn't in the cabin, and there were people in the front and back of the cabin. No one saw him.
I mean, listen, it's suspicious. I'm just saying it's not overly suspicious.
You haven't seen the footage yet.
Okay.
So, and Maribel cues up the footage, and it's obviously the basement from like really a B-roll angle. Like they were
Yeah.
just sort of getting
Like they're gonna like time lapse.
Getting establishing
Yeah.
shots
Yeah,
and
They're
things
like,
like that.
establishing
Yeah,
we're,
yeah.
we're scanning the things to see what has moisture.
Yeah, and like Patricia and Isaac walk into frame, and they're talking to each other. Isaac is a shorter guy. He's probably like 5'5". Definitely shorter than Patricia, who's about 5'6", 5'7". But he's like a probably in his 20s, but he's a little heavy-set Italian guy.
Forget about it.
But he's not like he's probably about 200 pounds, you know. But like with his stature, he looks a little chunkier.
But he works for a living, so
Yeah.
it's like he's muscular, but
Yeah.
he's got that beer gut.
Yeah. And Isaac is one of the PAs. He is Milo's PA specifically. And there's no audio to this, but it just looks like Patricia and Isaac were talking, and then Patricia goes back upstairs, leaves frame ostensibly to go back upstairs. And Milo's just like looking around the room, and he's like on his tablet checking stuff out, and then he looks up, and then the camera shakes and then falls over. And then it's catching Isaac's legs at that point. And there's more shaking of the camera even though it's on the ground.
Ugh,
And
timed out again.
Isaac seems to step backwards, like 1 foot, and then stumbles and falls, and then is dragged off screen.
Shit.
So whatever it is, it's strong enough to drag a 200-pound man somewhere.
Somewhere. He was in the basement in this footage.
Reasonable
What
reasonable
direction?
assessment.
What direction was he being dragged to?
So he and Patricia were standing by the stairs. Now the camera was pointed at the wall, so you can't really see the ground that much. You could only see his legs after the camera had fallen. You couldn't see what dragged him. You
We
just
didn't
saw
even
that
see
he was
like
dragged.
whatever appendage grabbed him. We didn't.
Yeah, you
none of
don't
that.
see what appendage grabbed him. You just see that he was dragged the opposite direction from the stairs. And the stairs don't go into the center of the basement. The stairs are like on one side of the basement.
Yeah.
So
And it was dragged to the other side of the basement.
What's on that other side of the basement?
You do know that the only thing in that basement, there's no built-in cabinetry. There's just flat concrete walls and the well.
So about right, all we know sort of now is what it isn't, because we haven't seen anything visually. It doesn't narrow it down because there's a whole host of things that see humans as prey or have other uses.
Yes.
There's the sounds I'm guessing didn't trigger anything else that we're sort of even familiar with, like the basic stuff, Wendigos or Banshee or
No, none of that.
nothing we might be familiar
Sirens?
with.
Also-
Sirens.
Recently familiar with that.
Oh, Jesus, what?
I will give you that, like, you're
It
thinking...
wasn't snarly like an animal. It wasn't, yeah.
You're thinking... No, some of the sounds, like, along
Whites,
with
rakes,
the snarl...
nothing like that. Yeah, nothing you
like,
normally
you could hear
find in the
splashing
woods,
noises also in the sound mix.
which is odd. I mean, well, there's water at the bottom of the well, but
Yes.
What I'm getting around to is the direction the body was being dragged off frame in comparison to what angle that camera was facing. Would it be to ascertain the only thing that's really over there of
There is
note
nothing
is the
in that
well?
basement other than the stairs where his back was to,
Yeah.
and the well.
so he was dragged in the
So-
direction of the well.
He was dragged, what you can assume is the direction of the well.
So, question:
well.
in the video, do we hear the concrete
the video,
lid?
The video has no audio,
Yeah,
but there's a lot of
audio.
shaking.
Could that shaking be?
All right, give me all the information you have on suspect Abraham Sapien.
Okay, so could that shaking be like a concrete cover being tossed over and hitting the ground?
There's a possibility of
All right,
that.
we need Mythbusters.
What time is the stream going to, Ashley?
Whenever we decide to stop.
Whenever it's
Okay.
finished, yeah.
Patricia slams open the door to the trailer. And behind her is Sean, Milo, and Yvonne. And there's also Lowell, who's the more heavyset of the two. general contractor. So everybody else, except one person, except Tanner, is sort of in this general area.
Tanner.
I was like, Sean's just like, Tanner, like, I went to go take a leak and I had Tanner continue what I was doing in the basement. And, I can't find Tanner.
Okay.
And at that moment, Ethan, Kai's phone pings with a notification.
We've got some sort of amphibious ambush predator.
All right. Well,
more than one person in a room.
I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna see what this notification is.
I suppose, yeah, we can say not. We can eliminate aquatic
so
because it came up into a dry room.
Gelatinous crocodile.
So amphibious. Maybe.
So the picture, I'm gonna say you have a nice camera on your phone,
Yes.
and you took a really high quality image of whatever this thing is.
Mhm.
And like a couple, like your one friend in chat who knows, like,
Frog.
who's like a
Not bad.
cryptozoologist,
Okay.
is like, this is some sort of incredibly large but reptilian. Like, this is like a snakeskin off like some sort of reptilian, but not quite snake. It's a little too pebbly. Like, I would think this would come off like a Gila monster. But like, there's so many, and like the size is different. Like, it was like a really fucking big Gila monster.
I'm not conceptualizing a Gila monster in my head.
It's I know what Megan means by pebbly scales, but
Like a crocodile?
No.
no,
Well,
not quite. I mean, well, crocodile legs are kind of pebbly.
Well, as I'm
Like a
showing
skink.
this information
Look
to
at
my
that scale,
compatriots as well.
Yeah.
Look at that cute ass snail baby.
That was
That
what was in
scale
my
baby.
head.
Oh my god, Google Chrome, I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you in the fucking mouth. Stop having every photo be a WebMP file. I'm sorry, you're not going to get this image because everything wants to be a WebMP file. Every time I choose a new image,
do you
it's like
have
WebMP.
trim? Do you have the trim?
She's
do.
trying to show that. Scroll back up. She's trying to show that one that was in the top right corner.
That's from the nps.gov. That one.
Well, can I ask the person sending me this information what caliber would take this thing out?
A big fucking caliber. You got big caliber on you?
I mean,
I might have some
7 point-
additional guns. I might have some additional guns in the car.
Look at that smile.
your 7.76 would
Yeah, your
We'll get it done.
7.76 will do it.
it's not
Well,
7.6. It's 7. What is it? It's 7.26, right? I don't know
No,
why I
it's
said
not.
7.
No. The M14 is chambered in 7.62 by 51 NATO or
7.62.
308 International.
I keep getting that fucked up.
Yeah, so the scale on stream, you can see the
It
Gila
all
monster.
goes back to lizards.
But yeah, that the scale pattern on it looks essentially like the creature actually just put up on screen for me because everything on my computer is a WebMP file.
Megan's turning into a Gila monster. But
It all
yes,
goes back
adorable
to
scale
lizard.
baby.
Yes, adorable scale child. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot. Hold on. I set this up and just didn't show you guys. That's the well.
Oh, well.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, so that's what you were looking into. That's where the scary noises are coming from.
Well. Here, look at the nightmare tunnel. Everyone enjoy the nightmare tunnel.
Everybody
So
enjoy the nightmare tunnel.
I can't remember how
just-
the rest of it goes, but then it's something like secret tunnel, secret tunnel.
Secret.
So I'm going-
Secret tunnel.
So my character's gonna excuse himself for a moment, walk to the truck and open the back of
You
it.
made that joke already, Willow. I mean, it was
And I-
appropriate both times, but you did make it before.
And I'm gonna swap out the standard 7.62 for standard .62 armor piercing incendiary.
Okay, it's still gonna do what it says on the paperwork, but
Oh
I
yeah,
will-
but
Yeah,
make
yeah.
a little bit sure.
for flavor, you now have the big boy rounds.
Yes.
Depleted uranium
You
shell
got like
rounds.
APC round.
Oh my god, Ashley. Now this is a question you may not know the answer to, despite how much you love the Hellsing series. What bullets did Alucard have in his gun? I know they were
depleted. Well, they were depleted uranium shells. I had one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, one had depleted uranium.
I think they
use those
were they blessed silver?
because of their density, right?
You know, I can just look it up on Google.
You
I was
can
about to
do
do the same thing.
that. So yeah, everything is pointing towards the well, and like your contact online is like, this is some sort of very large reptilian. There was also some sort of substance on the
I think if Twitch would just allow us to use copyrighted music still, well, Ashley would have keyed up Goodbye Horses by now.
13 millimeter.
Explosive steel rounds.
Yes.
No, were they silver or were they just blessed? I
Well,
thought
he had two weapons. He had one 454 Kassul.
Yep.
And had really. I don't like.
I mean,
this.
they called
The
it.
Hellsing Wiki's
They
too
called
much.
it the 454 Kassul, but I'm pretty sure the 454 Kassul is a revolver, and those aren't.
those are much very
Look,
not.
he uses gun magic. Explosive steel rounds, which were alloyed with silver melted from a Lancaster
Okay.
Cathedral cross.
That's what I was like. Wasn't there silver from a melted cross in there?
Yes.
I've seen it. I've seen a Kassul up close, and yeah, that thing's a fucking hand cannon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just a revolver version of a 45.
No, the 454 is huge.
Yeah, it is
Have
huge.
you not seen one of them?
Did you just challenge Ethan to gun knowledge battle?
That thing stops. You could stop a car with that.
Oh, you know what? Oh no, this is the what
Damn, those
Alucard-
rounds are thick
Yeah,
bitches.
it even says it here. 454 Kassul is a big game revolver cartridge. It's basically a magnum version of the 45 Colt round.
Yeah, the only 454 Kassuls I'm seeing that are like look like a 9mm with an elephant trunk are from Hellsing. The rest of them are
The
revolvers.
cylinder only chambers 5 rounds because it can't fit 6.
I'll just say that the bullet is basic diameter of like the width of your fucking finger. Like that's how thick that bullet is. That's a thick bitch.
Technically, you could put a 6 round in there if you just rack the slide back and stick one in.
Yeah.
Well, in the
That's what she said.
not. I mean, I don't know how you rack a revolver, but sure.
Well, I was talking about Alucard's guns, but I mean,
Yeah,
Alucard's
Alucard
gun
doesn't
is
have a revolver now.
there are prototype revolvers that use both a clip and a drum, but I mean,
What the
prototype.
Fuck
Yeah.
even. That's what would you even call that? That's not. It's like some kind of hybrid.
Have you ever seen a revolver rifle?
An electric rifle?
I have.
I've heard of them. Yeah, I've never seen one.
I only know of them because I wanted to try and, character creation wise, just for funsies, create like a character that could exist in the Devil May Cry universe. And I was like, what if her gun was a revolver rifle? And like,
A rifle?
yes.
Hey, I'll send you a picture of one. Actually, you can buy one in real life.
Oh.
The funny thing is, you can't really see it, but that poster behind Megan's head is a Hellsing
Hey,
poster.
what? Megan is who on the thingamajig?
Megahan.
The key
On Discord, I am Child of Apollo.
Or I'll just private message you this. That way you can
Okay.
enjoy it.
Yes, thank you. I'm not going to go on a tangent about.
I've already had 5.
Not going to go on a tangent about my Devil May Cry OC. Going to keep it in. We're doing a stream.
Breathe.
Yeah, but part of the stream is our magnetic personalities
Oh,
and why everyone
wow.
wants to continue watching us.
Exactly.
So, yes, continuing forward. So, they also said that there was also some sort of residue, perhaps? Like, no. When you go down to the well, there is some sort of liquid residue on both the lid of the well, which is now open. Like it was slapped backwards by something. And there's some sort of... A liquid was mayhaps ejected from something's mouth.
Like a mucus.
But nothing's like it's a mucusy sort of thing, but it's a sort of a saliva, if you will.
Do these normal lizards typically spit?
I'm gonna ask you to. I'm going to ask you to investigate a mystery. All of you can investigate a mystery.
I'm gonna investigate the fuck out of that mystery.
How do I do that?
You just roll plus sharp.
Right, rolling. And submit.
Oh, I'm rolling well tonight.
I can't even see what I'm rolling.
Okay. So, Strigger rolled an 11. Kai rolled a 10. Adam didn't roll.
Oh, sorry. What are we rolling?
Roll plus sharp.
David's in a food coma
I'm
from the
in
snack
my
table.
no, yeah, right. No, I'm in my own sharp plus what?
Just hit the dice on sharp. And then go back to roll 20
Yeah.
and hit submit.
Megan, do I reset all my stats from the last time we played this character?
Yes, you're no longer injured. It's been a while.
Was my
And
Sorry,
Adam
I've had
rolled
like
an
4
8.
pictures open here.
So I will say.
I don't have the
Theory,
focus
well, I was
today. I
thinking of that
normally
too.
do. I apologize to everybody.
So you're in a new situation, so you can ask all these questions again. Investigate a mystery. So Ashley and Ethan both got a 10 plus, which would be 2 questions. Adam, I will say that you can ask 1 question from the list. But Striga and Kai, because you both rolled good, I'm going to let you ask 1 question of your choosing instead of 2 off the list, because I've let all 3 of you roll. Now, Adam, we're going to choose you first. For Investigate a Mystery, what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What's being concealed here?
I mean, do I have the what kind of creature is it option at this point?
You know that it's lives. You know that there's a cavern. You know that there's a spring. And there's a well. There's some sort of reptilian skin that was left on the lid of the concrete well cover.
So we're thinking either reptilian or amphibian, subterranean.
Something. Yeah.
ambush predator.
That is clearly an ambush predator because it didn't
Yes.
attack the guy directly. It yoinked him.
It yoinked him. So yeah, you can ask what sort of creature is it. And it is something that is possibly amphibious, has some sort of
Not something that would be in the ONLA database, clearly.
We'll get back to that.
Okay.
We'll get back to that.
It's not based on an artifact. I'll give you that. Ashley, what? I'll let you ask any question. What you got for me?
All right, so before I get to my question, we get down to the basement and we see that the lid's been flown open.
The lid's flung open,
Okay.
and there's something was the spit out.
All right.
Not like
If I go up to the well, I want to like. Can I see where? Like, is the thing moving still?
you can hear water dripping, but like you don't hear splashing noises. Also, it's dark as fuck.
I can ask any question. The mind is open to me. Ethan, do you have a question that you want to answer first? Because I can't think of anything.
I'm trying to think myself.
Fuck. All right. You've opened my brain up to too many possibilities. I have now executive dysfunction.
Well,
Fuck.
I would like to know. I would like to know how deep the water is.
You haven't gotten to the water yet.
I thought Ashley said we got to the basement.
You're in the basement, but as
The well.
said previous, the well. You know, the well is longer than 50 foot. It's
Okay.
probably approximately 75 feet. They have not gotten to the spring water yet. Like,
Okay.
there's 75 foot. Like, you know, a 50-foot rope didn't touch water. It's approximately a 70-foot well. And that's all you know so far. You know there's a spring at the bottom, and Striga, with her chosen powers, has seen that there's a cavern possibly attached to this spring.
Can I? What kind of mucus is this? Is it like? I like Willow's idea. I like where her head's at. Does it look like something you would see, like a projectile, like numbing agent to subdue prey to drag it? Like, am I getting anything connecting within nature?
We're gonna come back to that.
A lot of coming back to that.
What was that?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
By the way, what were we rolling? I know that the icon is a D6, but
2d6.
oh, it's 2d6.
Yes. Ethan, what specifically was your? Well, other than you don't know how deep the water is, but you do know that there's a natural spring, and it's been misty out, but not like full on raining. It's been a little bit of a dry season. And that there's a cavern attached. Was there any other part of that question you wanted before I sort of put things together?
Can we determine the size and length of this creature from anything?
So there's no claw marks. So you think this bitch has a long neck? And I know Ashley asked about the fluid. So can we tell if it's acidic? Does it contain any special properties? Okay, so we're gonna
lick it.
No. This is not the weird, gross, dead spider from Baldur's Gate 3. We're not licking it. Okay.
I'm just being a geologist.
Adam, does the ONLA have any connections to, like, would they have a knowledge of mythological creatures?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's a really good idea.
The ONLA? Yeah, they would absolutely have a
Would
database
you
of
have
folklore and
like,
myths
of
and
this,
legends. And
like, going through the Rolodex in your head, would you be able to go through that Rolodex and have sort of a, like, idea of, like, a folk tale or something?
Probably. David? Probably.
Okay. So you are brought back to a story. You can't remember the whole folk tale, but you remember it was in sort of the Crusades era, and there was this guy who, instead of going to church, he went fishing, and he caught something, but it wasn't what he wanted, and he tossed it down a well. And then when he went off to the Crusades and then came back, the thing had grown up and started terrorizing the area. And you know, it was called the Lambton Curse. And the specific creature was called the Lambton Worm. Actually,
Are we gonna be like St. George? I call dibs on the armor covered in spikes.
A worm? That's too big. A worm is too big to fit through.
Baby worm? Kaiju? Kaiju scale baby?
We'll get there. But it reminds you of the Lambton Worm. Which did fit in a well.
Alaskan bullworm.
I mean, now I'm like... Sorry, my brain went water weir all of a sudden when you said big enough to fit in a well.
It's not the Loch Ness Monster.
No, a water weir is a serpent made out of water.
I also see what you're saying.
But
yeah. So, but they do have enough rope and equipment, and they can get you like hard hats with like lights on them if you want. I like how Willow was like, water wyvern?
No, a water weir. It's actually from Dungeons and Dragons. It was the first choose your own. It was in the first choose your own adventure book from that I read.
One question. Back to net friends, real quick. Could any of my contacts legally or illegally access the OLNA database?
You probably have a contact who
right next to you.
That would be very difficult to do.
Probably not. I'm gonna say. Actually, worm is WYRN.
No, I was thinking of the thing that Adam said. Water weir.
Oh.
Are you looking it up?
Yeah. How do you spell weir?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I was thinking it's
But
WH.
it is from Dungeons and Dragons.
But yeah. So, do you want? I will say you can get your weaponry down there. I did the math. I made this wide enough for
But
you
it
to get
couldn't
your
be that.
weapons down there.
That room just would have been
Oh,
wet.
weird. Thank you, Willow.
You're not going to probably get your whole backpack down there. It's not enough for you, your gun, and your backpack.
All right, well, I will leave the backpack in the truck. And since I am going to be having to go down a rope into a well, I can't really have my rifle at the ready, so I will pull out my pistol and...
Okay. So I will say you all get helmets with headlights.
Try adding like Dungeons and Dragons to your search. That might.
And I will let you all sort of shimmy shamble down this well.
No,
Rappel down the well, if you
It's
will.
gonna be like Ghostbusters 2.
All right, who's going first?
That's a water weird.
Oh, is it?
Click images, Ashley.
They might have changed it. From, I mean, my knowledge of anything past the 2nd edition is limited.
Water scale, baby. All right, that's another tangent for another day.
Okay, so you're climbing down the well. You're climbing down the well. You all have headlamps because I am a kind keeper. So you sort of shimmy shamble down.
See, puppy.
At like 70-ish feet. The water's a little low because it's been a bit dry recently, and it's only starting to get misty, foggy rain. Precipitation still a few days out. But you do eventually, like, your feet touch water, but your headlamp can see that there's a little bit of a ledge that you can sort of swing yourself
Shimmy
over.
onto.
Yeah.
Swing.
So that you don't have to just dump yourself into a spring that looks fairly decent sized, at least big enough for like someone living in this cavern to have like access to.
So how
water.
deep are we talking?
You wouldn't be able to touch the bottom.
Okay.
But you do also at the other end see. Like,
I mean, we could touch the bottom. We just couldn't touch the top and the bottom at the same time.
Yes, you do see stalagmites. Striga, you're getting your tingly tongles. You're seeing
My
like,
tingles have been tongled.
You're starting to see like this could be part of the cavern from your vision. Let me just change map layers.
Are we getting a new map?
You're getting a new map.
Oh.
New map. New map. New map. New map.
Did you see it? Do you see the map change?
I did not see the map change.
I do not see the map change.
I also do not see the map change.
Do you have to turn off the layer that has the cabin?
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh.
Oh.
New map. New map.
Oh, we're in the Scarlet Ursa.
You are now in a cavern under this cabin.
All right, so are we floating in the water? Or
No,
are we...
there was a ledge that I'm letting you drop onto.
Okay,
You are
Like you could
kind
sort of
keeper.
shimmy, so you didn't
So
have to drop in the water.
I will drop onto it and then get my rifle at the ready now that I'm on
Okay.
stable surface.
I got my holy chain whip at the ready.
You do see like
I will also pull out my 9mm. My government issued 9mm.
you hear like sort of a light scratching noise, but mostly sort of just like a
And I'll let Big Gun here take
maybe
point.
sort of slithering noise at the same time, like something's moving around down here in the rocky cavernous areas. But it like
Alright.
you can see that there's another like a cavern proper through like a hallway ish. Not like a carved hallway, but like a natural tunnel through the stone.
Since I've taken point, I'll have the rifle in one hand and the thermal camera out on the phone.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay. So you have your headlamps on, your thermal camera's out, your thermal camera.
Thermal camera's in your hand, or is it
Thermal
mounted?
camera.
Thermal camera's in your hand or mounted to something?
It's on the smartphone. There are ruggerized smartphones.
No, I mean like it's
No,
a
I know, but
smartphone
is
in your
it
hand.
in your hand?
Or has
it's It's in one hand, and the rifle is on the sling over my shoulder, pointing forward, with my finger on the trigger.
Okay, I
All
see
right.
what you're saying. So you're going forward, and you see something a bit warmer than the cool things around you. It just
I know,
does.
right, Willow? You shouldn't though, because
It's much like it looks like a big blob on your thermal camera
Okay.
of warmer than what's around it, but not like
significantly.
human body temperature. I just need to Google something real quick.
So below 98.6 degrees, but above 72 degrees.
It looks maybe around 80 degrees instead of 98.
Gonna look up what the standard
Can
reptile
I-
body temperature.
Can I tell if it has a front and a back?
Right now it looks like it's just a big mound of warm.
A mound of warm.
A mound of warm.
You do not see any human shapes around it though.
All right. And can I take cover
I wasn't
on these
expecting to.
stalactites? Or is there any cover around?
Yeah, you can take some cover.
I was expecting to find something that used to be human shaped.
All right. Well,
We haven't
even if it
gone
was,
there
it'd be dead. It'd most likely be dead, and it'd be quite cold. I'm gonna use the structures in the cave as cover as I attempt to try to ascertain what it is. Can I dim the light so it's not noticeable?
Yeah, the headlamp has like you can click it a few times for like no light, dim light, bright light.
All right. So I will do dim light.
Okay.
You would probably know this, Ethan, but like, do lights interfere with thermal cameras?
If shine shown directly at it, yes.
Okay.
If I would to see Kai do that, I would also follow
Yeah,
suit.
yeah.
What about you, David? Are you
Yeah,
gonna
of
follow
course.
suit?
I'm gonna like.
All right.
Obviously, I figure you're turning your light down for a reason.
All right. And I'm gonna try to gesture in the general direction of whatever I'm seeing on my thermal camera
Okay,
while
okay.
showing my compatriots the thermals.
How are you gonna try and ascertain what this blob of warmth is?
I'm gonna follow the cover until I can probably get a general idea of its location and slightly look up.
You're thinking like you can sort of see like with thermal cameras you can't really see anything bent around itself because it's all just one sort of heat color.
Mhm.
But you can maybe kind of like it's wrapped around itself.
Freshwater Cthulhu.
Maybe like it's taking a little sleepy.
All right. Well, I guess I will put my phone down for a moment and give my compatriots hand gestures to inform, like one target over there, and then make a gesture like, coiled asleep,
Yeah.
something like that. Before picking up the phone again, of course.
Yeah.
And keeping an eye on whatever the hell this thing is.
I like to think that Striga was confused, but like maybe with context clues and she sees how Dave moves, like, oh, that's what those hand signals meant. Okay.
So like it does look like it's it was sleeping and then it sort of gets up and sort of half slithers, half crawls around, and it's sort of just like weaving itself around the
Stalagmites?
The stalagmites are on the ground. Stalactites are the ones above the ground.
stalactites
top.
cling tightly to the ceiling. Okay.
If a stalactite doesn't hold on, it might fall down.
Okay. So it's sort of rubbing itself against the stalagmites on the ground.
All right, so I can now tell what's a head and what's a tail.
Yes.
All right. I'd like to gesture that I'd like to get behind this thing just in case it's hostile.
Should I offer a distraction? Because I have an ability that could help with that.
Well, I'm relying if this thing is hostile, I can use my sneaky perk.
Okay, so
yeah, I will let you like hide behind cover.
All right, so I'm gonna gesture. I'm gonna get behind it, and I'm gonna still be behind cover.
do you have like a signal you want to give me to say that you're in
Freshwater
position, and then I'll start
Cthulhu.
doing my thing?
Yeah, I'm giving you the signal that
Okay.
I will be moving behind it, and then I'll, follow low cover to get to a advantageous location.
David, are you in the position you want to be in? Adam.
Sorry, say that again.
Do you have David in the position you want him to be in? Like, Ethan's moving to the back. I'm thinking I want to distract it from the front to get its attention so you guys can do whatever you're going to do with your pew-pew sticks.
All right, I'm covering you.
Okay.
Okay, Ashley, do what you're gonna do.
I'm going to do a big entrance. When you make a showy entrance into a dangerous situation, so I'm going to step out, crank my light up all the way, have the chain whip out, and then like I'm attempting to be a lion tamer.
Okay.
It's like, all right, you slippery little shit. I'm going to beat your ass.
I mean, she did once get in a fist fight with a biped wolf lion.
They did.
So it turns to you. Can everybody see this?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I'll
Great
puff the magic
googly
dragon.
moogly.
I don't want to kill it now.
I know.
It looks so soft.
And like it whips its head to you, and you can see it's got like 4 legs, but like it doesn't
That is
got
the
back
worst
legs.
time for my computer to time out.
And it's got like sort of spine fins going along its back.
And my chain weapon is like a holy object, so I like to think I can use my abilities to make it charge up and make it like light up
Her holy
as I'm
punk
whipping
rock
towards
chain.
it. Yeah, my holy punk rock belt chain, and kind of whip at it and just trying to like keep its attention so the boys can do what the boys do. And I'll roll my dice to see if that worked. I got an 11.
I'm gonna share this image with you again so you can know what it is, because I just fucking properly named it this time. If it'll let me.
Man, I'm glad.
Did you pull this one out of mythology, or is this a Megan creation?
If you guys could exit out of the picture and then open it back up, I would like to see if it changed its name or if it's just going to be a dick to me.
Close it and open it again.
It says Lindworm.
Okay, it says Lindworm. Okay. This is from
Oh, there it
mythology.
is.
It's a lindworm. Yes.
It's
Lindworm.
showing up in the character list.
Yep.
It's Lindworm.
So.
Well,
yeah.
now I want to kill it.
So is it
Never mind.
hostile?
Never mind.
Is it making hostile moves towards Ashley?
Now,
Yes.
I rolled a 10 plus.
Okay.
Everyone stops to watch and listen until you finish your opening speech.
Oh yeah, it's like looking at you like.
Like,
the fuck you just
like
said to
maybe
me?
it's like, why is that thing lighting up and it's whipping around and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like maybe it's flinching.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Oh, it is. Its eyes are upon you.
fish like shiny objects.
So, what does Big Entrance do other than that? Does it just keep its attention on you? Does it give you extra fun things?
It says, like the whole thing is when you make a showy entrance into a dangerous situation, roll plus cool. On a 10 plus, everyone stops to watch and listen until you finish your opening speech. On 7 to 9, you pick one person or monster to stop, watch and listen until you're finished talking. On a miss, you are marked as the biggest threat by all enemies who are present.
Okay. So there's only the one creature that you can see. And it
That
has,
we can see. We better hope there's only one.
So you're looking at it, and you realize that the skin that was taken off the top of the bottom of the well cover was shed skin from this lindworm, and it's now
So
looking.
it's in the process of shedding?
It's currently in the process of shedding. So it's looking real fucking flaky.
Acquire the sea falcor's pet. If only.
So
The thing is, it seems to probably eat people, so maybe
it eats large creatures, and it's
whatever
been.
it can get its teeth on.
You have not seen another exit other than the well.
I'm sure eventually there is one.
So we
Is there
call
any
it-
human remains around the cave?
No, you're seeing this creature and how snake-like it is, despite having legs and sort of a what you would kind of assume to be like a dragon-ish head. You're getting the thought that
It's
it
hungry. It doesn't
consumed.
know better.
Right.
You're getting the feeling that it swallowed the people whole. Fucking steel-toe boots and
Reptiles.
all.
Right.
That's not going to end well. in
Oh,
their
you're going to need
intestines.
some serious fiber to move that out. 2 construction workers with belts and boots. You're gonna need some serious fiber to move that out.
And one Italian guy. This is another 4 belts. Probably had some nice shoes.
I mean, those
Right.
those guys probably had tool belts on. Is what I'm saying.
The
This guy's gonna have
question
to pass
is,
a hammer.
the
Maybe
question still remains: is it making hostile moves? Are we taking this thing out?
It looks like you have entered its domain. It is. I don't know if you've ever seen videos of snakes, but when snakes are getting ready to fuck your shit up, they do something called an S position.
They coil up. Yeah.
It's
And is it doing
making the S position. It is in
Alright.
fuck you up mode.
I'm like, I was like hand gestures. I'm like, all right,
So
you
is
can
this
kill it.
is
like,
this
hand
a
puppet.
is
Kill
this a
it.
creature
Kill it.
that I might be familiar with?
You would think it's a lindworm.
Okay. So
All right,
lindworm
well-
are
They're
intelligent or no?
They're in the family of lesser dragons.
I'm just trying to get a sapient level.
It is not. It does not have human intelligence. It is just an animal.
Okay.
Like a lot.
So it's not going to be reasoned with.
You can't reason with it.
Got it.
You do know typically they eat cattle, horses,
Construction workers.
goats. They typically eat livestock. They only go to eating humans when they.
David
only-
pulls out his phone, does a quick check to make sure it's not on the endangered
It
species
is,
list.
You're a little bit confused why it's in North America because they're typically in Europe.
It's been displaced because of habitat infringement.
Just making sure it's not endangered before we mercilessly gun it down.
We'll just taxidermy it. We'll put it in the Devil's Respite. It'll
Oh.
look great.
Exactly.
It probably would, though.
Kids can take pictures with it. It'll be adorable.
Well, if this thing is making the S position and has hostile intent, I'd like to take aim at it, particularly its giant fucking head, and start opening fire.
Strike first, strike hard.
Okay, and you're using sneaky, so if
not
you'll
gonna
read
argue
that
with
off
that.
to me again, what your
So
sneaky does.
Sneaky is when you attack from ambush or from behind, inflict +2 harm.
Okay, you inflict +2 harm.
Okay.
You're going. Okay, so what you're going to do? You are
Yep.
trying to kick some ass.
Yes.
So that
Kick
you
all
have to
that
roll
ass.
plus tough. So on your sheet where it says tough, and there are
Yep,
those
alright.
2 dice, you click that.
And submit. Would I roll?
Ooh, you rolled a 5. You have failed, but you can use your luck to make it a 12 if you would like.
Yes, I would like.
Okay.
How bad do you want it to happen?
So mark off a luck on your little luck squares on your character
Okay.
sheet.
Got it.
It's now a 12. Now on a 12 plus, you can pick an enhanced effect. Everyone gets a +1 to their rolls. You don't take any harm. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm. Your attack drives the enemy away in a route.
Let's do double the harm.
Okay, so your gun, and that would be an 8 total harm. So, okay. So, with all your stuff together, it's 8 total. But, so it's not going to take full damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to whip its head towards you because you shot and gun loud.
Mm-hmm.
And you all are sort of getting a ringing in your ear because big gun. But it is going to spit some sort of mucus in your direction. Now, I would like you to roll.
Dodge!
Were we able to figure out what the mucus is?
All right, hold on. What am I rolling?
Yeah, is it
You're-
corrosive? Or is-
You're going to roll plus cool. And I will
Gotcha.
tell you what happens when you give me your dice roll.
Is there a way I can assist
Um,
him?
Oh, you got a 12. Okay, so.
You're like, not
the
even
mucus,
there,
because
You just matrix dodge that shit.
because Agent Mayor has access to the ONLA database, and you guys know what a lindworm is, like generally, but you don't know its things. It would be Agent Mayor who knows more about this.
Mhm.
He would know that lindworms, other than having a biting attack and a clawing attack, have they spit out a mucus that can blind creatures.
Okay, so it's not toxic, but it is blinding.
It's blinding, yes. It'll get in your
It's
eyeballs.
got to hit you in the face.
Yes, but it's got a big face to spew a lot of things.
Right.
And you rolled a 12 plus?
Mhm.
Okay. So for this act under pressure, I am going to say what you're doing.
Okay.
So you're dodging this mucus spittle, this blinding spittle. But I'm going to... How do you dodge it? Paint me the picture of you dodging this.
All right, I see it's about a spit, so I do a combat roll out of the way behind another piece of cover, and I'm keeping my rifle on it just in case I can fire at opportunity.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep.
The mucus does hit the stalagmites on the ground. And it obviously uncorrosive, but it burns your eyeballs. It's like if you cut up peppers like jalapenos.
like pepper
So
Gel spray?
just the vapor on it is stinging his eyes, basically.
Yeah, it's a little eye stinging, but not to the point where you can't see. It's like if you were chopping
Chopping
up peppers
onions.
and
Yeah.
like the mucus is like if you were chopping peppers and then rubbed your eyes immediately.
He's spitting pepper spray.
He's spitting pepper spray essentially. He's got pepper spray back.
It's got flash burn.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you did dodge that. And he's like whipping around the room. Some of the smaller stalagmites, and even he's long enough that some of the stalactites are getting a little, like smaller ones are getting knocked off. You can tell that despite it being long,
Pepper
It
spray
is-
mucus.
yeah,
yeah,
despite
kinda.
it being long, it is sort of like it's a thin boy. Sort of imagine like an earthworm, sort of thin, with legs and like a dragon head and like spines and stuff.
Okay. So, I have a quick question. How far is it away from us, and how close is Striga to it?
Yeah, because I want to see.
So
if-
you're out in front, but you're at the start of its cavern, but you're still and you two
Feet,
are.
yards, inches? What are we looking at?
I would say, oh god, I'm bad at measurements. You're farther enough away that would have to come closer to bite or claw you.
Because I was considering bringing grenades to a gunfight.
In a cavern with stalactites?
Yeah, well, if I knock stalactites loose, then we've got, falling
Yeah, but
projectiles on.
you also risk.
That's why I
impaling
asked
us.
about the distance.
Okay, so
This doesn't matter. The shockwave alone.
I'm gonna say this is a.
and that's how big the room.
Oh,
I
God.
said I cast fireball.
I don't care how big the room is. I'm casting fireball.
Oh man, I don't know if Adam would get this reference. Ashley, only vaguely gets this
I've
reference.
been impaled.
Ashley, do you remember the crystal caverns that when we were in school?
Yeah, and they have those haunting animatronics where it's like one dude severed hand sticking out of a pile of rocks, then have it move. We're just like,
Yeah.
why?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I think I did that. It was a coal mine, I think,
Haunting.
that I went to that did
there was
that.
like a
Haunting.
cavern, there is a significant distance, but it can cross that distance quickly because it's long. You can throw a grenade if you would like.
Well, that's why I'm asking about everybody's relative position, and I'm not trying to kill everybody.
Okay, you would take damage.
I'm close
That's
enough.
how the game
I'm
works.
close enough.
If you
to,
can get it to eat a grenade, that would be epic.
right. The next time it goes to spit, let me see if I can
Oh my god, that would.
hook shot that son of a bitch.
Oh,
You
I
would
don't.
have to
you would use
roll-
all the luck.
Not even
That-
like at that
that-
point, you
that-
would have to get a 13 plus.
That, or he could throw the grenade, and as it's close to its face, I could take a shot to explode it.
Oh my god.
All right, we're getting into real
Okay.
action. We're getting into
So-
real Michael Bay territory
Megan,
here, folks.
I want to know: is there a length on how long my chain belt is?
Well, you're the chosen. How many times do you think your chain would wrap around your waist?
Because even there's no upgraded ammo in the
Twice.
world in a 9mm that's going to
'Cause
do
it's
any
supposed to be an area
significant
weapon.
damage to
Okay,
this
so
thing.
it's an area weapon. It goes around your waist twice. What's sort of her body type?
Definitely not me. So muscular and lean.
Okay, so we'll say she has about we'll say 30-inch waist. It's 60.
Yay, Willow rolled a
60
D12.
is about a little bit more
I
than
got a
2
3.
yards.
She got impaled by a stalactite.
Your belt can hit it from where you are.
Because I want to see if I can Indiana Jones it, but would have to get closer.
You'd have to
Grab
get
something.
closer.
I'm not sure if I can get its face to latch its face down shut, and then
Probably
brace myself
not,
against
but
the
you can
stalagmite.
smack it on the snoot.
I would just try to smack it. Ooh, can I try to go for an eye shot or something? Try to blind it.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll me plus tough, and we'll see what kind of,
Oh, this is gonna be great. So is it roll to kick ass?
kick some ass, yes. Which is tough. So you failed.
Yeah, I did.
What do you want to do about that failure?
All right, my luck points are still from the last game, right?
No, I will let you reset them because we don't really. I haven't given you an overarching storyline yet.
Okay. Then I will use a luck to make that succeed.
Okay. So that's a 12.
That's not the worst idea to use its own goo against it.
But does the goo affect it? Is it immune,
immune
to the
its
goo?
own
A
goo?
chain blade to the eye might affect its fucking vision.
Oh, well, there you go.
You completely hold the advantage. Everybody gets a +1. You suffer no harm at all. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm, or your attack drives the enemy away and around. Also, Ethan, I forgot to mention, you take 2 harm, because when you were sort of dodging it, you might have twisted your ankle. You took a little bit of damage. You hit your shoulder really hard, and it kind of hurts.
So a experienced combat
Yes.
soldier. Okay, so click 2 of these harm things.
Actually, instead of 2, just 1. You're not grievously harmed yet. You didn't snap a rib.
You got a boo-boo.
You got a boo-boo.
Maybe a piece of rock sort of hit me in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Could happen to anybody.
Striga, what are your added effect do you want?
I wanted to give everybody else advantage.
Okay. I will say that everybody gets a +1 going forward in this combat. That means whenever you roll, you add a +1.
You can do more than me. I'm just here to keep it distracted.
So, Striga, you tried to slap it
In the eye.
with your belt. It sort of snaps forward and bites at you. Actually, no, its tail reaches around and fucking slaps you in the face. You slapped it, it slaps you for 1.
Okay. Valid.
And that shit hurts. It stings.
Like more than being slapped in the face by a giant tail would.
So this is not going to... nobody here has felt this. But if you've ever gotten... For anybody watching, if you've ever gotten slapped in the face by an iguana tail, it would feel like that.
Ugh.
I know what it feels like getting slapped in the face with a leather belt.
Yikes.
We'll go for that. We'll go... that'll work.
Mm.
Agent Mayor, what are you doing?
Agent Mayor, knowing full well that a 9mm is not going to do any real significant damage to it, is still going to shoot at it in the hopes that it will lose its attention from the guy with the big gun so he can get a clear shot.
Get him, Bert.
Okay. Roll me plus tough. And remember, you get a +1.
I'm helping.
+1.
Yes.
Might as well be harsh language. He's Adam's
No,
using a
no.
9mm, and fucking Ethan's using the equivalent of a tactical elephant gun.
No question. With my +1, do I just add it to the? Because I don't see my dice rolls. I don't know why.
Go to the chat page on
Oh, for
Roll20.
fuck's sake. I'm rolling like
Where is
Stockholm
the?
today.
where's
It's
where's
the chat bubbles.
There's a sidebar that should be on the right part of your roll.
You
with
know where
us.
the journal page is
Okay,
at the top
there
of
it
the
is. I
screen?
see it. I got it.
Next to its chat bubbles. That should be
Yeah,
where.
Oh, you had the journal up this whole time?
Yes.
Rip.
Okay, so Adam, you rolled an 8. On an 8, you and it are going to inflict harm on each other based on the... you don't get to add any extra effects. And Adam, how much damage does your 9mm do?
All right, good question.
Also, Ashley, how much harm does your whippy thing do?
Two harm.
Blade. It's
It does
blade,
2 ham. I mean,
To
harm.
him. It's magic and it does 1 harm.
Okay, so it has taken damage. Not a lot of damage.
Does it seem to be more affected by magic?
It seemed so like you can tell the areas where it hasn't.
Doesn't have
shed-
any soft areas, Willow. It's a
you can
dragon.
tell the areas that have shed are a lot squishier.
I don't suppose anybody bought any black arrows.
The like where its new fresh skin is seems to be taking more damage than where the skin has not shed.
We need to look for the inverted scale.
I don't know that. How
Question
how that works, but
Is there any peeling skin around its eyes?
There is it has actually the snoot area is actually where some of that skin's like it opened the thing with its snoot.
You have to look for the red markers on the boss. The weak point.
Yes, you have to look for the red you have to so on the bottom of the well cover where the skin was, what you're imagining is because the skin is rubbed off sort of on it like the very front nose area of the face, is that it would open it. Like, it used its long neck to get up the well, and then it would just slap the well cover backwards with its head to open it.
Okay.
Like a jack-in-the-box,
Like
but
a jack-in-the-box.
deadly.
Like,
So yeah, I think
Worm
around
in a
its
box.
eyes, where I think its brain would have exposed.
you could probably, but you're
here's
gonna
what
have to
I
roll.
want to know: how did it
Yeah.
close it behind him?
tail.
Magic. I think if Tanner was all along helping the worm, and then the worm bit him.
All right. So did Agent David Mayer do any damage?
Yes, it has taken damage. You have done more damage to it than these two have.
I mean, obviously.
Makes sense.
Got the fucking rifle.
Got that big boy gun. Agent Mayer, you need to take damage.
From.
The way you
Dragon.
rolled, you take damage.
Okay. You just do.
You take damage because I say so.
Oh, shit.
Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah, it just sort of claws at you, and you take like 2 harm.
Oh. You okay?
He's fine.
I'm still in okay.
I'm still in okay.
And it's like, it's real fucking pissed off now, and it's like clinging on to different stalagmites and hissing at you. So what do you guys, like, want to do about this thing?
Kill it.
Yeah. I mean, is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I am going to fire at the exposed skin on its skull.
Okay. You're gonna have to roll real good if you want that extra damage.
I hope I do roll real good if I want extra
Let's
damage.
go, Kai. Let's
So is that
go.
tough?
It's
No,
plus
not tough.
tough, yes. And you get +1 for the combat because of how good Ashley rolled.
All right. I got a 6 + 1 is 7.
So you did make it. You're not going to get any extra damage. Now, how long does Sneaky last? Is that only 1 turn? One
It
turn?
doesn't say. It just says as long as I'm attacking from behind, inflict +2 harm.
I'll still say you're sort of. I'll say you still have Sneaky, but you
Okay.
don't get double harm.
Can I use a luck point?
Sure.
All right. Another luck point. So it's a 12 now.
On that, everybody already has a +1 forward. You suffer no harm. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm. Your attack drives the enemy away in a rout.
Double the normal harm.
I'm putting that threat down.
This boy's going down one way or another.
Okay. You are also going to take harm because this is a dragon-esque creature.
Okay, so another point.
Actually, it's going to claw you this time, and you're going to take 2 harm.
Oh, I'm already at 3. That's not good.
It's not great, but you're still okay.
Righty.
Striga, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna keep trying to like get its attention. Do I see a soft spot exposed while he's
Well,
exploring it?
if you roll well enough, you will.
Okay. So while it's clawing at Kai, I'm going to attempt to whip it right in the cloaca.
Whip it.
I got so distracted, I forgot what I was doing. Okay, rolling the dice. The dice are now trying to kill me. Do I want to burn through all my fucking luck right now?
It's up to you.
Well, I have full luck back. Use another luck point.
Okie doke.
So I'm curious. I'm just curious. It clawed at me, but I'm behind cover.
Well,
Is
like,
it just
can
destroying
it
the
knows
rocks?
vaguely where you, like, it did take out some rocks too. Like, it's strong.
This should have been D&D where cover is half damage.
Striga, what did you roll? Are you adding luck?
I
What are you doing?
added luck.
Okay. You already gave everybody +1. You suffer no harm. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm. Your attack drives the enemy away en route.
I'm just going to keep giving everyone pluses.
You cannot give any more pluses.
I cannot?
No.
Okay. I can only take one at a time?
Well, everybody already has a +1.
Oh, so they have it for the rest of the round?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been giving everybody their +1s.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it refreshed with each. Okay.
No.
I guess I'll do double harm. So
Okay.
it's 2.
And your thing is magic?
Yeah.
Should I be marking experience while I'm failing?
You can, but we don't really. If I did an overarching thing, yes. But since I'm not, this is just one shots.
Got you.
I typically only do these when not everybody's here.
Way to give the whole thing away. Like, this is totally planned.
I wrote this in more than one day. Okay. So that was Striga.
Did she pick her thing? Or did she take no harm or something?
No, she did double damage. I'm just.
She's deciding how to kill me.
Yes. You also get clawed.
2 points?
Yeah. Like, it comes up and, like, sort of like it's dragging itself with its forelimbs and then, like, whipping around, and it sort of like darts forward, claws, and then sort of like whoosh, and then go like repositions itself. Agent Mayor, what would you like to do? It has taken damage. It's not looking happy. You can see damage it has taken.
I'm sorry. I'm distracted by the noodle dragon. It's a giant pool noodle we're fighting.
It's a very dexterous
Pool noodle
noodle.
fucking hits, though.
Yeah, it hits. Hell, I guess what else can I do but keep shooting it? I'm trying to think of giving
Disable its claw.
Yeah, I'm trying to think with the equipment that I have, if there's anything
Do we still have
fancy
the
or
rope
creative
that
I
we
can
used to
do.
get down here?
If you want to fucking chuck a grenade,
Yeah, that's the problem is.
Well, you'd have to let us know to take
It's-
immediate cover.
Yeah, it's close quarters. I've got 2 teammates in close proximity to this
Okay.
creature, in clawing distance.
Okay, now hear me out. There's water. You mayhaps
You
could jump in.
Okay,
the water.
I know splash damage is a thing, but
Did you not? Listen, I'm going to be a kind keeper here and say the episode of Mythbusters did prove that being shot at in the water does even like a foot lower.
yeah, but that's ballistic damage because the friction pulls the bullets apart. This is shrapnel.
Yeah, it turns it into shotgun.
Yeah, but this is
Okay.
fragmentation shrapnel. It's not
I'm
going
trying to tell you,
okay.
she's not going to kill you.
Okay, I know.
I'm trying to say that if you throw the grenade, the
and
entire
everybody
group,
gets in the water.
I will give the entire group an act under pressure roll, and those who roll well enough, like if you succeed, you get in the water. If you get a partial success, you take a little bit of damage, but only because like part of you is out of the water. If you fail, you're going to take damage.
Okay. I'm not arguing against it at this point. I'm just saying the irony of, if you've watched that MythBusters episode, the irony is
You
that
want to
like
do it or not?
the faster, yeah, of course, but like the faster a bullet's going, the less effective it is against water because it's the friction that destroys the
But to
bullet.
be fair, this isn't a bullet. This is just
It's just
fragmentation.
like, yeah, it actually shouldn't protect us, but I'm not.
Shut up and stop saying that we need to die.
Do you want me to kill you?
No.
I don't want to die.
Let's
All
just, let's
I
just,
have.
just-
What do I have? Is it 4 grenades? 2 grenades?
Throw all of them. Of course.
Yeah,
not.
yeah, just-
It
Doesn't
doesn't. You have grenades.
I have grenades. I have an undisclosed amount of
Yep,
grenades.
your
Four harm.
grenades are on cooldown.
I mean, if you want, you could toss me two of them. I pull the pins and throw them in
Okay.
succession.
No. Only he gets to put. He gets to toss a grenade.
I get to toss a grenade.
A
Unfortunately.
grenade.
Aw.
One grenade.
One grenade.
All right.
If you choose.
I was like, everybody take cover. Because Daddy's bringing grenades to a gunfight.
Oh shit!
Well, we're gonna be jumping into the water, so hopefully I succeed in
You're
the
bringing
roll.
grenades to a
St. George
danger little fight.
ain't got shit on you.
Draw a little picture of a lance on the side of the grenade real quick.
I'm a lead farmer, motherfucker.
Okay, are you going to toss the grenade?
Yes.
Okay. Now, since he has tossed the grenade, I'm not sure how many seconds it is to pull the pin and then splodey, but we're going
3.
to say
It's like 3, yeah.
I'm going to say that everybody gets an act under pressure roll to yeet themselves into the spring.
All right, so what are we rolling?
Plus cool.
Plus cool.
I think we can assume I'm going to wait till I actually see them at least start moving before I pull the pin.
Yes,
and
but
throw.
roll now.
I got 10 plus 1, 11.
Okay.
I got a failure.
Okay.
Plus
okay.
1 is 7 for you, though.
Luck point.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Striga trips over air.
After you just
Okay.
finished saying I'm not clumsy.
Anymore.
So Ethan, you got a 10.
Plus 1, 11.
11. So, you can get in the water. Adam, I need you to roll plus cool.
To see if I can huck a grenade and jump to cover.
Yes.
Yes.
You're the closest to the spring, so if you fail, we got problems.
Cool is actually my highest stat, so
So roll it.
I am rolling it.
And you get a plus 1.
Oh, that's right. I still have advantage.
And with the plus 1, did you still fail, Ashley? And you're using
Oh, I
a
get a
luck?
plus 1?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
then it's a 7.
Okay, you got a 7. Are you going to keep the 7?
Is it a partial?
It's a partial.
I'll take the partial.
Okay. We'll get to you. And what's your health at?
I'm at 3. I'm on the cusp of not being okay.
Gotta scroll
And,
all the way
David
down.
David Mayer with his plus 1 got an 11 as well.
Nice.
No, I put it in the thing. That's my total.
Oh, I did not. I don't know
Yeah,
how.
I put mine in the window. With that little window that pops up, and where you have to hit submit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You
I'm
type it in
learning.
there. You type your plus
I'm-
in there.
Yeah, it's
no,
fine.
hey,
This is your first
we know,
section.
we know you're new
How
to this.
dare you? You're kicked off the island.
Oh, get out of here.
Um,
No, you're gonna have to,
So-
to jump in when we get back into Roll 20 and D&D in January,
so great news.
or DC 20.
Great news, Adam. You also do not take damage.
Nice.
Ashley. No, Adam, you're besplody.
Oh, just 4 harm.
Just 4 harm, and it is going to do lots of harm.
So much harm. All the harm.
Uh,
I'm gonna lose a foot.
I'm just imagining Kai being like, "You have grenades," and I'd be like, "Do you not?"
You outbirded the Burt.
This ain't
Well,
my first
I-
dragon, man.
I do have a question. When we get out the water, I do have my combat med kit. Could I use it on Striga?
We gotta see how much damage I take first.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I like the poetry.
Yeah. So Striga, you are going to take. You're not going to take all 4 harm, because you do partially make it in the water. But I will say your front made it in the water, but you took a bunch of shrapnel to the back.
Right in the butt.
She took. Yeah, I was gonna say
Ass
she
trap.
she took some shrapnel
I got
in the
them
ass.
so jumped up, bit me in the
Here,
butt.
give me that kit. I'll handle
Put
this.
me in the buttocks.
Some
Give
shatnel.
me that kit and
if
a
you
pair of
will.
tweezers. I'll handle this.
Guy hit him in the cloaca, then Dave's grenade hit me
You
in my
hit
own
him so
cloaca.
hard in the cloaca, you figured out what gender it was.
Don't you misgender him?
His gender is noodle.
Gender's noodle. Not gender neutral.
His
Gender
gender
noodle.
It's
so
gender's ramen.
You do take 2 damage, Ashley, but for your turn, Ethan / Kai, I will let you. I will let you act under pressure to try and very quickly, at least partially, help Striga heal up.
Okay.
That's plus cool, and you do get a +1.
I am currently unstable.
Yes, you are currently unstable in many ways.
I don't know.
Ashley, did you ever make that tea I gave you, or did you just keep it in your pocket?
It's still in my pocket. It's pocket tea now.
Your specialty?
That's my specialty.
So it's not actually, if it's not made, it's not a reality.
I'm trying to think of a good comeback, but I don't have one. Ethan, did you...
Sorry, I shut down everybody's brains. That's my bad.
Ethan, did you roll?
No, not yet. I just had one question before I roll.
Yeah.
Since I am applying medical aid, can I give David my rifle for 1 turn?
Sure.
Okay, so I hand Adam the rifle that still has 18 armor-piercing rounds in it.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll... I roll cool, right?
Uh-huh. Plus cool, and you get a +1.
Okay, so...
Kai, it's in my butt, Kai. Oh God, it hurts so bad.
Be glad this
Wait,
is is role playing game,
Stop,
David,
stop.
and not Book
Hold on.
David, because he is a terrible shot.
Oh,
Book
God.
David is an awful shot.
I put +1 in the thing, and it says 0. How is that possible?
Well, I don't know. That's
All
not
right, you know,
possible.
You rolled really bad, bro.
Hold on.
Roll
I'm
again.
gonna roll again, but this time I'm just gonna tell you what it is, because what's my fucking... There it is. All right, so...
It should be impossible to roll a 0.
All right, so 6.
Did you accidentally put -1 somehow?
So
No, I put
6,
1.
So 6 is a failure.
Okay.
So you don't heal her at all.
You apply bad medical, and it just makes her
Like,
worse.
you covered the injuries, but, like, she's still sort of bleeding. Like, it probably, like, hit a vein. She's not going to bleed out immediately. But Ashley, you no longer have that +1.
Okay.
And, you're gonna wanna not take damage. Ashley, what do you want to do for your turn?
Just suffering lately. Just some light suffering.
I'm okay for now.
You're okay for now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and like I need to get out of here, guys. It's not looking great.
All right, maybe we might want to think about falling back. And how
That-
damaged is the dragon?
It looks pretty fucked up. Couple
I mean,
more good hits.
Do you want to lob another grenade in there as we leave, as a final goodbye?
I mean, we
the
can
last
still...
one, the last one didn't work out great for you. Why are you suggesting?
That was
We-
like,
we-
yeah, I know.
We could if we can get a successful hit, we can route it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably if it's animal level intelligence, it's probably injured enough to try and retreat.
But does it have anywhere to retreat to?
Out the thing and into the house.
Yeah, where we're trying to leave.
Well, if he can get it to a more open area, he could toss grenades, and that won't, have us, take shrapnel damage.
Now he tries to chase us with the well, and we just drop another grenade.
That or I have a crazy idea. If they can distract it enough on my turn, maybe I can get close up enough to it to get on its back and use my Garrett to start choking it out.
You're gonna choke out a dragon.
Yes, I have piano wire on me. I will try to decapitate the motherfucker.
Adam, you do have his Rudy Tooty point and shooty. Mm-hmm. Would you like to roll and try to shoot the dragon this time?
I will laugh if you roll a 12.
It's outside my specialization, rifles, but sure.
It's outside my specialization. Let me use God aim.
Okay, sorry. So what am I rolling for that?
Plus tough. It's kick some ass.
Plus tough?
Yes.
Okay. My tough is 0. My charm is -1, and I've been trying to play him that way.
How is the
Do
soldier
I
more
still get that
charming than the
+1 or
agent?
no?
That's a good
Do
question.
I get that +1 from
You
Ashley?
do still
or
get
did
that plus
okay.
1. Ashley doesn't get the +1 anymore, though.
And a good thing, too. If I didn't get that bonus, I'd be in some real trouble.
Okay. You do damage to it. It slaps you with its tail, though, for 1. But it's looking real fucked up.
Real fucked up isn't dead.
It's getting there.
Just
All right,
suffering lately.
I
Like,
am-
it's bleeding everywhere.
If I take 1 more point of damage, I'm in some real trouble, though.
I
Oh
will
wait,
say...
I'm not getting, because I have ballistic armor. That's not helping with concussive force or slashing.
No, you have 1 armor. That means 1 damage less. So that 1 you wouldn't have taken because you have 1 armor.
Okay, so I didn't take that last point of damage.
You didn't take that last point of damage. Okay. Ashley, you don't have any armor?
Unless I have armor lined flannel. I don't think so.
Okay.
I should have armor. I'm a soldier.
Is it on your character sheet? If it's
I didn't know it was supposed to be on my character sheet.
no, if it is on your character sheet, then you can have some. But if it's not, you don't get any.
Where is it? Where would it be on my character sheet?
Gear.
Yeah, under gear.
I
Yeah,
have-
you just
Nope.
get weapons. You don't get any.
Boo. All right. Well, whose turn is it?
It's your turn.
All right. So how distracted? How focused is it on Agent Mayor over there?
Well, Mare just shot it, so it's pretty intent on you. Oh, well, on him. Excuse me.
On him.
Well,
okay.
I shot it twice and I threw a grenade. I'm pretty sure I'm the object of its fucking ire right now.
I'd like to pull out my piano wire and try to get on it and start sawing at its neck.
You can certainly try.
You could certainly. Oh, that is not the answer you want to hear from a GM.
All right. So tough.
Yeah. Roll me tough.
All right. With +1, that's a 4. I'd like to use luck
Okay.
and make it a 12.
That was
Okay.
Nothing tops the
Okay.
0 you rolled though.
Yeah,
Suffer
that
no-
shouldn't be possible.
You don't suffer any harm. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm. Your attack drives the enemy away and around. It'd be hard to drive it away if you're on its fucking neck.
Like the
So,
lowest,
no,
the lowest
so
you
I-
should be able to roll with 2d6 is a 2.
Okay. So I take no harm.
Okay.
So I
you don't
jump
ta-
over the
much-
cover.
How much damage does your garrote do?
So it does 3 damage and it's intimate.
Oh,
Intimate.
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 Oh.
Mr. Noodle. Sarah Noodle.
So plus so I guess that's double damage, right? So 6.
Oh no! Did you say you're not taking damage, or you're doing double damage?
Oh yeah, no, I take no damage.
You
so
take no
I'm-
damage, so you're not going to take any damage, but it only takes the normal damage that your weapon does.
All right, and I'm holding on for dear life.
Yeah.
Rodeo.
Negating what armor it has. Though it has gone down in armor because it's been fighting you. It's scraped off more of its skin and more of its soft new skin.
A noodle skin.
Noodle skin, yes.
Yeah, and I'm guessing the garrote will take off more of that
Yeah.
skin, so someone else can get a shot on it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm riding a dragon with a piano wire on his neck.
Roll for rodeo.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Roll for
Yippee-ki-yay,
rodeo. No.
motherfucker.
Ashley, what do you want to do?
I try not to bleed out. Is there anything like
I will say that you can sort of I will say that they can hear what's going on upstairs, and they do have medical personnel ready for you once you can scrumble back up there.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
gonna try
sure
to
that.
scrumble,
Well, I'm
'cause
sure
I'm useless
most
right now.
TV sets probably do have on-site medical, especially if it's on location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they actually called an ambulance, so it should be. They called it about a half hour ago, so it
because the
should be
guy
getting
straight
there in a few
disappeared.
minutes.
So I'm
You
gonna
need an
try and get
ambulance?
a.
Ambulance.
Oh, Black Betty.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll act under pressure to see if you can scrumble up a rope. have all those years of cutting gym class come back to haunt you?
Nope. It's not a market experience.
Yeah, you're still by the spring on the little ledge.
Try not to bleed out. I'm just gonna sit here and be out of the way so I don't have to worry about me getting killed.
Okie dokie artichoke. Adam, what do you want to do?
You still got the boomstick.
Sorry, is it dead?
It's not dead
No.
yet, but it is getting there. It is so close.
What are the odds of me accidentally
You-
shooting
you-
Ethan with it, shooting Kai with his own gun?
I, as the keeper, will say, unless you fuck up horribly,
Like, roll 0.
like roll a 0.
I don't want to shoot the man with his own gun. This is what he was worried about, and he still handed me his gun.
Listen.
I don't wanna betray that
You're not
trust.
gonna hit him. You're not gonna hit him. Unless you roll a 0, you're not gonna hit him.
Stop making Megan want you to hit him.
Am I still getting that +1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
God, yes, please. Oh, good lord. That's 2d6? And
How
I've
many
still
luck
rolled a
points do you
five.
have left?
I have all of my luck points left. Maybe I
use
should
one.
use some luck points. Yeah, how many can I use? Just the one?
You can one
Just
luck
one.
point.
Which
So-
still makes it a failure, right?
No. Well, you don't mark experience. You just use a luck point. So
Not that we keep track of experience.
you suffer no harm. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm. Your attack drives the enemy away in a route.
Oh, double harm. I mean, come
Double
on.
harm. Okay.
I can't drive it away with, Kai riding bucking Bronco over there. That's not going to be good for anybody.
You take it fucking. So it's not going to be able to bite you, but it does claw you for 2. But that doesn't. It like your armor will absorb some of it.
We'll absorb one of it, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so I take 1 damage.
Okay.
Which still keeps me out of critical.
Okay, Kai.
All right,
what do
considering
you
I was
want to do?
Considering I'm still on its back with the Garrett, I am going to keep sawing at its weak little neck.
Okay. You're still gonna have to roll me some tough.
I can imagine
Okay.
the horrifying noises it's making right now
I
as it's
get
slowly
it, I
getting
know.
destroyed.
Oh,
Oh my
2.
god!
Nope. Listen. I'm using luck. This thing is going down.
Oh, how do you even roll a 1?
Better than the 0!
How is that even possible?
So
Just rolling
I'm
two
going.
Actually, wait.
The
Hold
dice
on, hold
are
on.
trying to kill us.
Hold on. Instead of using your luck, I want you to roll again because you shouldn't have been able
To get a 1.
to get a 1.
With
Well,
you're rolling 2d6 plus 1. The least you should be able to get is 3. I don't know what's happening.
And here's the 3. So again, I'm using luck.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, listen, you kill it. It's dead. It's gone. You've
Like,
killed it.
we've had enough of this. We've
We
done.
It had 3 health left. You've killed it. It
So I
does-
didn't have.
Unless you put like your negative stat in tough.
Yeah, I did. It's -1.
Oh, okay. Well, that might explain. Yeah,
Yeah.
but then the least you should have been able to get was 2. So it still doesn't make sense.
2 plus 2 plus -1 plus 0. Yeah. No, that tracks for the 3.
But what about the 1? How did I get a 1?
It was.
How did you get a 0?
Well, for the 1, you rolled Snake Eyes -1, which is 2
Okay.
minus 1. For the 0, let me scroll back up. But
That's
you have.
not possible because he had a negative.
Oh, he added. Look, Adam, look at my screen. He added. There's an extra plus in there that shouldn't be there.
That's weird.
Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
you've killed the creature.
You should whisper
I-
in its ear, I'm the one who knocks.
Yeah. So after I decapitate its head, I'll hold up its head and whisper in its ear, "I am the one who knocks."
Strig's in the back. Hey, get me
Saint
outta
George
here."
sends his regards.
Oh,
Can I?
even better.
Can I carry its head up there and show it to all the? Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna
Okay.
somehow.
All right, so
There's an
search for
ambulance.
bodies.
You can cut it open. There's
Yeah, then we're
like,
gonna have to.
Yeah.
partially digested bodies. In a corner, there's like yarfed up boots.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So enough for the number of people that are missing?
Yes.
Okay, good.
The Three Stooges who went missing.
Not good, but you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
we don't have to
Bench
drag
them.
anybody out of here.
No. So yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah, and you can call up a cleanup crew.
Yeah. Oh, I will definitely be doing that.
But you can take the head and get it taxidermied. You can get a
Yes,
wall
I
mount.
will. I will do that.
I'm gonna-
maybe I can mount.
I'm going to allow that to happen.
You can, you can take
can
it
mount
with you
it on
and
the-
get a wall mount.
or mount it on the front of my Humvee.
Don't do that.
It might.
You gotta display it privately.
Oh, in the what is it called again?
Devil's Respite.
Yes.
Get yourself your
You
own
can put it
booth.
in the Devil's Respite. I mean, even if you just kept it in your house, that's fine.
I mean,
but
like Randy will be like,
can't
well,
drive around with
goddamn.
that thing on the hood of your car.
He'll put that like it's a full like with skin mount. It's up above it's next to the pool table.
Oh, that's a place of honor.
That is a place of honor. I was gonna say.
It's next to the pool table above the jukebox.
Oh.
And it's just a picture of me with it and holding my rifle.
Yeah, like under it is a picture of you.
Which I hand
with-
back to you.
I like to think that with the lindworm, they have the mouth when they taxidermy like open and snarling. So people sometimes put their pool cues as a holder.
Yeah. People who forget their keys that stick the keys.
They hang from the teeth.
Yeah. They're gonna
Can't find your
check-
keys? Check the lindworm.
Yeah.
The lindworm.
Why does it have
Oh,
a
the
brassiere
lindworm.
hanging out of its mouth? Is what I
Hey
want to know.
now. Hey now.
What party did I miss?
But yeah, you have slayed the lindworm. So
Striga, is that your cup size? No, sorry, just kidding. Sorry, I'm starting to go into a weird place now. I'm sorry.
So you can all get medical attention, and next time you play, you'll all be healed up, and your luck will be
As
out.
an after credit scene, can we have Striga recovering from her butt shrapnel in the hospital, and then she gets visited by what was the guy's name?
Milo Branchard,
Milo Branchard.
and he does give you an autographed copy of his book.
And I'm like leaning over, I'm like turned over, like giving a thumbs, like, hey! Well, like my butt's bandaged, I have to lay on my stomach.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. So this was inspired.
What happened to you? Grenade shrapnel?
So this was inspired by two different pieces of folklore. This was inspired by Prince Lindworm and the Lamberton worm. Now the Lamberton worm is like what I explained earlier with what Adam learned. Guy goes fishing when he should be at church, pills up like an eel lamprey thing, tosses it in a well. When he goes off to the Crusades, it pops back up fully grown into like a dragony worm thing.
So not an eel.
So not Neil. And starts eating cattle and just destroying his father's land, and he has to fight it and all that. And Prince Lindworm is queen. Couldn't conceive. She went to a witch and she was like, here, depending on the story, it's either she had to eat 2 onions or pick a rose, and she accidentally fucked it up, and she got twins, but one was like the super hot. Have you seen the movie Twins with
Yes.
Yes.
Schwarzenegger and DeVito?
Schwarzenegger and DeVito? Like my brain went somewhere else instead of DeVito. I'm like, no, it's DeVito. With Schwarzenegger and DeVito. Well, the DeVito was actually like a dragon worm monster thing, and it was like, if my brother's getting married, I want to be married too. And then, like, every lady they sent to marry off to this Lindworm was like, oh, no. And he was like, well, fuck you, and ate them. And they were like, listen, we got to marry this bitch off.
That's not healthy. You know, if your options are marry me or die, what the fuck?
Yeah. But eventually...
That's toxic masculinity.
Eventually, they figured it out that they could save him from this cursed state, a la Beauty and the Beast, by, like, they put this one, like, shepherd lady in just, like, every dress every girl in town owned. And she was like, listen, if we're going to have our wedding night, you have to take off a layer for every layer I take off. And the Lindworm shed its skin every time she took off a dress until all its skin was shed, and out popped a handsome prince.
Oh, fairy tales.
Oh, fairy tales.
I was going to say there would be a much simpler solution in this day and age. You just get some cosplay girls or some furries and done.
Done. But yeah, essentially I combined those two with a Lindworm and a well. And sort of as the combat went on, it scruffed off more of its skin because it was shedding because it just had so many big meals. That as combat went on, it lost its armor, a la Prince Lindworm, where it lost its skin.
Shedding its skin.
Yeah. So that was the inspiration.
Oh, so we didn't have to kill it? We could have just peeled off all its skin and it would have been a perfectly fine gentleman underneath?
No, there wasn't actually a hot dude in there. It was just a dragon. Something in the dragon
There were like
family.
a couple of kind of like normal looking dudes in there, but they were already partially digested.
Yeah. So thank you for playing Monster of the Week.
Oh, you always take us to such nice places, Megan.
Yes, a beautiful cabin in the woods with a creature in a well in the basement.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's coming up next on Geeked Out?
Oh, well, we did a Tomy O'Clock last week, correct? With Maid
Yes,
Marian. So this upcoming Tuesday, we're going to be doing... I'm going to be a good girl and not do Conan Exiles. I need to play other games, so we're going to play something else.
The next... Tuesday the 3rd of December is the next Otome O'Clock. We will be finishing up the demo of Maid Marian. And maybe starting the game Maid Marian proper.
Okay. Then it's Thursday, Baldur's Gate, and Friday, Mega Stream, Conan Exiles, and Saturday, Pal World. Ethan, do you have anything fun you want to promote?
Not really. I just work here for now.
Just the Friday mega stream of.
Oh, of course, the Friday mega stream.
Yeah, you'll.
And maybe Pal
participating.
World. I also play Pal World with you guys.
Oh, that's right.
and
You
now
do. You
that-
play Pal World with us
How
on
could you
Saturdays.
forget? It was
And then-
literally yesterday.
And
I
then,
know.
and then on top of that, now I'm here with this weird ass character who seems to can't
Yeah.
shoot a goddamn gun
Yeah.
to save his life.
You were shooting it pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah, you were doing all right.
You'd be able to jump into some water.
But yeah, I mean,
couldn't
if
even
you've
do that.
if you've got a background in D&D, we also not until January when Roll With Us DMs returns.
Is back from work.
They have a seasonal business, so they will be unavailable during the holidays. But when they come back, we're going to get back into our Roll20 campaigns and our Dungeons and Dragons 5e campaign.
Remember, I just can't remember everything in D&D, but as long as I can make a paladin of Lathander, I should be good.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, we don't. Our group doesn't need 2 paladins. Come on now.
Rival
dueling
paladin.
Well,
paladins.
2.5 paladins now.
That would be amazing.
2.25 paladins. I only have a couple levels in paladin.
Listen, my characters include a paladin of Lathander with demonic powers from a curse, a soldier chick who will do literally anything sexual to get out of doing actual work, and what was the other one? I
Sounds
forgot the
about
other
right.
one. I think it was another archer of Lathander or some shit like that. So I could either do something completely weird or completely weird.
Well,
So
I
then
think
you choose.
It was either weird or weird.
I know our D&D campaign that we're coming back to, we're actually doing like a sort of a one-shot in the same world where it's sort of like an Oktoberfest bard competition, tavern crawl, and we're all playing Tavern Keeps.
We're tavern keeps.
Yeah,
It's like a pub crawl.
Yeah. So while our regular characters are going around the pub crawl and participating in the bard contest, we're doing like one-shot characters where we're all like run local pubs and taverns in this town.
We
we're
still
in.
haven't refigured out completely the ramifications of temporal shunt. Like, does the family know you're not a paladin anymore?
Well, here's an idea. Speaking of pub crawls, why not do a D&D version of the movie The World's End?
That might end up being what happens.
We have a new sister that didn't exist before.
We have a new sister who's a tiefling that
I'm
didn't
your
exist before.
Shadrath
Shit
is now your
happened.
grandfather.
Shut up.
I love
We're
Get
still
Yankee.
giving you a fucking side eye, Ashley. Ashley produced.
Listen.
Ashley asexually produced Offspring with.
She did
Adam
a
and
lot
I.
worse than step on a butterfly. Let's just leave it at that.
She produced. So she's a Githyanki. They lay eggs. She gave an egg she laid to Adam and I. Adam and I play sibling characters. She gave an egg to our ancestor who started our family line. And now we just have an extra sibling.
I'm a long lost relative. I'm their ancestor, and they need to respect me. And I definitely make sure to remind Adam's character of that.
We're not entirely sure how much of, if any, because Githyanki's are weird like that. So we don't think any of her genetically, she's not probably related to us, but it's weird.
I have to look into how Githyanki.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you look up how Githyanki reproduce, and it's just like, we don't fucking know.
They reproduce asexually, which is weird because they have males and females of their species, but they
Yeah.
produce asexually. So I don't know how that works.
I don't know. Do they have cloacas?
Budding.
Probably.
They lose a pinky finger, and
No,
that pinky finger
they
becomes
lay
irrelevant.
eggs, but it's like intentional. It's not like
Yeah, they can choose.
yeah.
They can choose.
It's really weird.
Like, listen,
But
he was
yeah,
really cute. I wanted to leave him with something, so I left him a child.
So I
And
think
it's a
I
whole
think
ass
we
child.
Actually,
I
we
think
have
we might
to
be
rework
done with
the naming
Shadrath
scheme.
though, and we're back to
Yeah. We have to rework the naming scheme of the family because we all have pun names.
We'll have-
Shadrath
we all
doesn't
have
have a
tree
last
names.
name. Shadrath is just Shadrath.
No, but we have to. No, our
yeah, because the new sibling's
Oh.
name is Shadrath backwards.
we have to rename them.
I just destroyed. We went totally Back to the Future, and I'm not sure if we're in 2. From the fucking future in the beginning of
But
Back
yeah,
to the
because
Future
like
Part 2.
because of temporal mechanics, like the people who traveled in time were unaffected, but the yeah, they came back to a world they mostly recognize.
Our elephantine barbarian monk.
Dampier barbarian monk.
Yeah,
now.
he's now a Dampier.
Yeah, he's
Vampire
a
elephant
vampire
monk.
Luxodon. Yeah, a Dampier Luxodon monk barbarian. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Just imagine
Our
an
goblin
elephant
artificer.
man spider climbing the wall.
And our goblin
then feeding on
artificer
you.
who 1v1'd a T-Rex
Because he has Iron Man armor.
because he's fucking Iron Goblin.
He's the Iron Goblin,
It's like Iron Man and Green Goblin got together and had a child. A real
like a
fucked up weird
Githyanki
child.
child.
In the comics, Green Goblin was just wearing like a leotard and had a mask, right? It wasn't
Something
like the
Something like
Wasn't
that.
like
it
the
was.
Sam
it
Raimi
wasn't
movie.
quite.
No.
No, it wasn't armor like that.
wasn't cool like the Sam Raimi movie.
I think he was like.
I mean, that's debatable. I mean, I liked it, but like it's the general. Most of the fan base thought that was too Power Rangery.
I mean, like, I can't imagine William. I don't want to imagine William Dafoe in spandex.
No,
Nobody wants
but
to.
his No Way Home. Was it No Way Home? The third Spider-Man.
Yeah, that had all the Spider-Mans.
Yeah. All the Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
But you guys
that was
reminded me.
a little more comic accurate, except that like he does wear a mask, but it's like this face-fitting mask that like moves. It's like latex or something in the comics. So like just Willem Dafoe's creepy face was fine with the tore up purple hoodie over the green armor. That was perfect.
Now, what were you saying, Ethan?
You guys did remind me that for D&D, I've always wanted to make a character based off Raven.
What, from Teen Titans?
You can
Hell
actually
yeah.
play a Raven-esque character in this game if you choose to hex.
I mean, you're a sorcerer, I guess.
Well, no, I mean in Monster of the Week.
Oh, and Monster of the Week.
If you play the hex.
Mm.
Ethan is now intrigued. But
T-E-E-N-T-I-T.
T-A-N-S, Teen Titans, let's go. Okay.
From the comics to the animated series, Raven was one of my favorite characters for her depth.
Yeah.
I just realized Monster of the Week is the game we play that has the least consistent cast.
Yeah. So what do you think, Ethan? Did you have fun?
I did.
Yay. You got to
I'd like
shoot some stuff.
I'd like to do this more often.
Hell yeah.
All right.
It's not
One
every day you get to
day.
garrote a worm.
One day I'll have an overarching plot, but that means I have to figure out where I've put all my notes and actually merge them together.
This is like season 1. This is where it's more episodic.
It's season 1 of
Supernatural.
Supernatural, where it was episodic. We haven't gotten to season 7 where there's like overarching huge plots.
That'll be fun.
I do have overarching plot ideas. I just haven't incorporated them yet. Also, I need to figure out what's going on with the chef at the Devil's Respite.
All right, is this us
Well,
wrapping up?
Yes.
I just want to say if anyone needed help creating stuff, I used to be the co-lore writer for my previous D&D group. So
Hell yeah.
Nice.
We
Oh no,
love-
when we start getting into D&D, like Allie's campaigns are nuts.
Like Adam and Megan will be there with fucking relationship flowcharts.
We
So
have
adding
a
you in the
sibling
mix is going to be
flowchart.
even crazier.
Yeah, I
We will
have lots
figure
of
it out.
lore for this. I just need to fix it.
Mm.
I need to put it all together.
So now you're going to have to, because now you're going to be the
See,
person.
and the
you-
other thing is, everybody, like Ashley especially likes the lore of this world so much. I don't,
I do too.
because I have a second Monster of the Week world that I haven't finished writing. That's a little bit more high fantasy, but still using Monster of the Week rules.
I would really miss the Devil's Respite though.
I do love the Devil's Respite.
So good.
I think it's because we missed the Roadhouse from Supernatural.
It's
Yeah, it
Gone
is.
too soon.
Gone too
this
soon.
is based off the road.
I miss Dr. Badass.
All right, we've had like 5 endings so far. Are we done now?
Yes, we're done. We're done.
Okay.
done.
Oh, I thought
All right,
I thought
roll
we
the
were just
music.
wrapping up.
Yeah,
We
we're
aren't wrapping up. We've been wrapping up for like 10 minutes.
We got to
15 maybe.
I mean, we had an adventure. We need a cool down. You don't
Yeah,
just
yeah,
stop exercising, man. You do your cool downs.
Well, this was the cooldown.
Yes, we've cooled down.
I mean, maybe you have.
Oh my. Okay, so finally in closing, I've been Ashley A. Button.
I've been Megahan.
I've been Ethan.
I'm an Adam in the back, and we are all
Geeked
geeked
out.
out.
Bye.
Haters.